Hello! Hopefully everything is working. Hi, hi! Howdy, howdy, discarded child! Hi, hi! Howdy, howdy, little fluff! Hi, hi! Welcome in, Tingy Wingy, as well! The fish will be working in a moment. I just gotta be on the right page. It probably actually went through, it just didn't show. Because the way that I'm doing things, I'm trying things on a whole new way again. But welcome in, everybody! Howdy, howdy, I hope we're all doing well. I hope that everyone had a great weekend and then week, because I wasn't live on Monday or Tuesday again. Because I had my brother over for the weekend. And then on Monday and Tuesday, admittedly, I was binging a TV show. I was watching Chaos Theory and still trying to learn to crochet. I was still on that shit. I managed to get some of the way. I managed to somewhat get there. Yeah, we'll go over to this screen. And then pull it across to the... Gotta double check things working properly. But they appear to be. At least a little bit. At least a little bit. What do you call a fish with no eyes? Is it... The one thing that every now and then, did anybody else's teacher be like, hey guys, so if you have difficulty spelling, don't worry, because this is the word fish. And then get up there and use the ones that were like, not logical? Like, spell like PH as the f, because like PH can make a f sound. And so it's like, technically, if you apply some of the spelling rules, you can make it like, I think there was a GH in there somewhere. Like, to make, it was like really confusing. Yeah, except it was like even more confusing than that. It was like a lot like, there's more that can make like the sh sound. So it was like, here's like it was just one of those things where it's like, what if we just didn't do that? You know what? Fuck it. I don't want to learn English anymore. Fuck this shit. I'm just going to communicate in a series of facial expressions. And you can figure out how I'm feeling based on how I'm staring at you that day. I can be like, that kind of looks right. It was like a bunch of things that was just like, yeah, here's how you could spell it. And it's like, I don't live on this planet. I don't want to live here anymore. I don't want to be an Affleck anymore. Yeah, that's probably better. It's okay though, because the next day I was back to being like, I must be at the top of the fucking math leaderboard. If I am not the best on this stupid fucking math game leaderboard thing, I'm going to have a crisis. I just remember, the other thing I remember was that the Japanese teacher took my assignment. Because usually they give it back to you when they're done, and she was like, you did this so well. Do you mind if I take it with me and use it as an example? And I was beaming with pride at that. I was like, sure, miss. And now I kind of wish I'd kept it, because I was like, we were learning about family, so that would have been like little, 10, 11-year-olds, somewhere in there, like 10 or 11. And that would have been like me writing about my family. And it was like, now I'm like, you know, decades later, I'm like, oh man, that kind of would have been cute to have. But it's also, I don't know, I was just so proud at the time that she thinks it's cool enough to use for an example. Sure, you can take it. Now I wish I got it back. But everything should be working. To my knowledge, I am, like I said, I'm trying to do things differently. So I figured out when I was trying to do the stream the crochet and how to show the webcam properly, that I can put the preview and I can send that to a display. And so this whole time I've been mirroring my main monitor and the capture card. And now I'm trying to put the capture card as its own monitor. So technically my computer thinks there's 4 monitors plugged in. It's just not copying anymore. So now it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the fourth one, which would be the capture card, it's sending controller, don't go to sleep. I promise you. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. We're good. It's sending the OBS, like a source as a display window and previewing it, projecting it. That's the word I'm looking for, projector. And it's putting it on that capture card, so aka that monitor, and then that capture card's going to the laptop. So hopefully it then means that it's no longer my main desktop, and then it means that I can edit things a little bit better. Hence, why technically today I'm testing it. I should be able to use lurkbait, even though it's abandonware now. Oops. But you know, it is what it is. Welcome in again. Welcome inside. Hi, welcome. I meant to get a photo of my crochets that I've been doing. I tried to crochet Diglett. It's not going very well. And then I tried to crochet the penguin, and I got most of the way. I hate it because, like, all of those are words. Do you know what I mean? Lie, and lay are all words. They don't mean the same thing, but they do. They are the same. I fucking. I hate it. How did I ever learn to, like, do anything, man? How did I ever learn to do anything? Crochet, but I want to learn to crochet. Dude, I have a complaint about the lady who I was seeing as a counselor again. I have a gripe with people. If I feel like this is a good, like, what's the word I'm looking for? But where it's like, it's not like you're a bad person if you fail, but it's like a test of thing. You know what I mean? Like, oh, do you, like the kind of thing where it's like, oh, do you tidy up after you eat at a restaurant, or do you just leave it? Or like a McDonald's, where it's not even one where you're like a restaurant and you're just like, someone gets paid to clean it. It's one of those things where it's like, so you're that kind of person, right? Another one for me is when you say, oh, I'm starting a hobby. And someone's response is instantly, you can sell that. God forbid I want a bit of whimsy. Because I say, like, yeah, I've been, you know, in the past couple of weeks, I've been trying to, like, learn to crochet so that it's something away from screens, because all my hobbies involve screens, right? Like, I like games, and I like digital art, and, like, even a lot of the things that aren't exactly, even painting, if I'm going to look up a reference, I usually look it up on my phone. And even this isn't perfect, because I still have to look up the bits on my phone, but it gets to the point where it's like 3, like, what was it? I think it was like 12 rows of just just a crochet for 12 rows. And it's like, I don't need to have my phone on me for that. Like, I can just count 12 rows and do the same thing over and over again. And then I don't need to look at, like, screen. And then it's like, yeah, it's so annoying when you're like, I've started this thing because I love life. And they're like, have you tried monetizing it? And it's like, have you tried not being like that about it? Like, it's just that thing. Like, I feel like the moment you take a hobby and you try and make money from it, that's not a hobby anymore. You turn it into a job. And yeah, it might work out. You might end up with a job you enjoy, but it's still going to be a job. Like, it's not like, even if I did crochet, right? Think about it, like, unless you're going to have the things that sell. So I'm going to have to inevitably, if I was like, yeah, I'm so good at it, I got so great, I'm making little animal figures or whatever, maybe I'm just like, I went to YouTube. I also went to Google, and I Googled the stitches on their own. Shout out to your local library. If you can get sometimes you can even get one digitally, but if you can get a library card, and you can use apps like Libby. I learned that my library has magazines for crochet. And in the beginning of all those magazines is what each stitch is, how to pick the material you're using, the difference between everything. So because some things say that it's worsted, some things say Ours don't even have that. It just has ply. It's just like, yeah, this is 4-ply yarn. And it's like, what is that though? Like, my instruction manual says I need worsted. Is that what the fuck is this? Like, I don't understand. But if you go to like, it had like a table of what each thing means. So even if it doesn't necessarily say the ply or the thing, it'll have like what hook gauge to use it for, right? So ply, yes and no. It's like, it is, but you can also get ones that are thicker, but they might not be. It's weird. It depends on where you are. Yeah, so it's like, as well as like when crocheting, sometimes something will be called a single crochet and a double crochet. They're the same thing, just depending on whether it's a US or a UK. So, which can get confusing because a double crochet you think is not a single crochet, but they are the same thing. It just depends US, UK. So, but it had like a big table of like each of the yarns and then their respective gauges. So if it has on the description, regardless of all the ply or anything, if it has like, this is like a 5 gauge, right? In the description, like it's for a 5 gauge needle, right? Then that would be about that. You know what I mean? Because some of them didn't even really have... It's so confusing. It's very... But in the end, it's all down to personal preference. You can make... If you get like a smaller yarn and a smaller needle, you can still do it. It'll just be smaller. And if you want a bigger yarn and a bigger needle, then it'll make it bigger. And that's the best way to upsize or downsize a pattern without using math. Is to just change the size of the yarn and the size of the needle. And so, but yeah, there was all of this is explained, as well as a bunch of patterns for how to like make baby items, face cloths, like a loofah in there if you've got like, you know, if you've got yarn. I realized that if I sold my soul and I gave my email and my personal details to the big corporations that are I can get yarn a little cheaper, so I'm gonna do that. It's like, yeah, it's $2 for the worst quality of yarn, an extra $2 for not much better of a quality, but in way more colors, both in acrylic, which, by the way, I will say, minor gripe on the internet is when people are like, oh, but it's acrylic, and it's like, motherfucker, I'm allergic to wool. Everything I've ever worn that's wool. I thought I just hated everything that was knit for a while because I was just so fucking itchy. Turns out my nan actually just used wool yarn. The moment I got anything modern and plastic, I could wear it. All of a sudden, all those cute knit sweaters became accessible to me because the sheep hate me. Turns out my skin just hates the sheep. So, yeah. So there's nothing wrong with buying acrylic. But if I spend an extra $1, so it's $2 for the worst, or another $3 per, which it does add up, obviously. If you're building something, it's like, oh, you need 3 balls of $2. It's only 6, but 3 balls of... It adds up, but it's like for like $5 a thing. It's like cotton. And so it's like, yeah, I'll get the discount so I can just get the cotton yarn, because the $2 one doesn't have many colors. The $4 one has lots of colors, but for an extra $1, I then get gum and the fucking math. Yeah, I hate math, man. But okay, again, howdy, welcome in, Shadow Reap, and welcome in, Zach, in case I didn't say welcome in. But I should probably get to the game. I should probably yap and play before I, like, get too distracted. Alright, let me... Was it the music? Now, I'm just going to go to the game scene. Hopefully this is working. I'm just going to test to make sure that it is actually the game scene and not my game. Yeah, it's the game scene. So, it should be a little bit easier on the... And then now these work! Because it's running on my game PC, not my laptop. Where is the thingy? This one. Is this the one? I just have to be careful because now I can lose my mouse. Okay, Oh, wait, no. I know what I did wrong. Hang on. I know what I did wrong. I think. I suspect. Perhaps. Actually, I don't know. Never mind. I'm confused. Oh. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Is this it? Okay, now it should be working. I forgot to put it on monitor. Hell yeah. Yeah, again, I didn't stream earlier this week because I was being a little bit silly willy and I was binge watching dinosaur shows. Also, VIP. I could have sworn you were already VIP. Hang on, am I logged in? Oh, thank God. Funny story. I would have been live earlier, except that the genius that I am, I was a bit of a fucking idiot, right? And I got a notification on my iPad saying that someone in New York was trying to log in. And I was like, oh, that's not good. Right? Hang on, I'm trying to get to the VIP section. I keep forgetting where the hell it is since they changed. They changed it like fucking 5 years ago and my brain's still like, huh? There it is. Oh, I'm almost out of VIP slots. But okay, it should be done. But I forgot what I was saying now. Oh yes, I got a little pop-up. And it's like one of those things where it's probably like they put in details, but obviously they didn't get into my account. Right? Because I said no, and then I changed my password. Crisis averted. So you would think, right? So I didn't realize that I think since I changed my password on my Apple account, when I opened Netflix, it counted as a new session. So I go to like use my iPad. I have a notification saying, hey, someone tried to log in. Is this you? And I say, no, it's not. Change my password. Cool. And then I go to use Netflix and then I get a notification on my phone. Keep in mind these events. I open Netflix on my iPad. I get a notification on my phone saying someone is trying to access my Netflix or that there was a login on Netflix from a Mac browser in the area that I live in. Now, I didn't put two and two together at the time that, okay, I just changed my password and it says it's a new Mac browser login. My brain says, oh, that's not an iPad. That's a laptop. So like, I don't have a laptop. I don't have a Mac laptop. So like, fuck. But you think that my brain would go, oh, wait, so it just must count as like the laptop is a Mac browser using Netflix. That's me. Because I just changed my password. I just opened Netflix 1 second ago. This has to be me. No, it's not. My brain jumps into panic mode, man. I'm like, oh my God. Even though I said no and I changed my password, they must have gotten to my Apple account. And they must have got in to my Netflix account somehow. And they've put a VPN on. Dude, if there has to be an Olympic sport of jumping to conclusions. They put a VPN on to make it look like they're in the same area I am because the New York was too obvious. I spend the next hour, the whole next hour of my evening. Mind you, I was about to go to bed. Like, I was laying down to open Netflix to put something on to fall asleep to. I spend the next hour changing every single one of my fucking passwords that I've ever made in my entire life that I can remember. Every email password I can think of, every like every app password I can think of actively, like all the passwords I can think of where there is like information, where there is any personal information, I'm changing my passwords. I'm logging out all accounts. I'm doing the most. I go to check my Netflix. It pops up again. It dawns on me that when I open my Netflix account and I go to double check my account, because I was double checking to see whether anybody, like whether the watch history was weird, to see if anybody had gotten in, the Netflix on my iPad is counted as iPad. When you press the account button, it opens a little pop-up window. That counts as a Mac. It was me the whole fucking time, bar the one in New York. I spent an hour changing every single password to random phrases because if I don't remember the password, good luck for you getting it because I don't know it either. We're both lost here, loser. The only loser is me. I don't... And then I couldn't even fucking sleep because I'm too stressed because I'm thinking somebody's stealing my identity. Anyway, I win jumping to conclusions, so maybe, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. Now all my passwords changed, but it definitely could have been done a little bit of it could have been a little bit of a calmer time, you know? It's definitely not one of my brightest moments. I'll say that much. It's not one of my brightest moments. So, wait, what was I doing before I jumped up? I remember I beat a giant squib. Because I started playing last night, because I hadn't played it before that. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I haven't played anything in days, because I've been watching... fucking... I watched Camp Cretaceous, and then I watched Chaos Theory. And they had no right making Smoothie that cute, man. And I maintain how rude it is for them to do Bumpy like that in Camp Cretaceous. They didn't even need to include that. They did that literally just to make me sad. Only to make me sad. There was no reason to do that. At all. Besides just to, like, make me miserable. That's the only reason why they did that. Who the fuck is that? Do I know you? Is this the dude from the... I think it was something blue. See, blue, that was... Oh, I'm on a roll today. I'm on a roll. See, blue, guys, see, you won't be leaving. Seriously, I'll turn you into fish food. Please don't... Bro's acting like I didn't pull the who fucking launches the I guess me actually a little bit ago. I did use mines to kill a shark, so never mind, I'll take it back. I'm gonna shut up here. I'm gonna be quiet. Never mind, my opinion stays to myself. Also, welcome in, Bay Harbor and Hydra. I have vanilla Coke today. I had an energy drink, and then I had vanilla Coke, and then I've been making, I hope this is pronounced right, but focaccia bread, and I've been making that because it takes like fuck all effort and it works. And then I've been having that with like Danish salami and Swiss cheese and like tuna on it, and it's been pretty baller. Also, can I just say, bitching about the lady again being like, oh, you know, crochet, you can sell that. Because we were talking about how when you have the ADHD, you gotta reward your brain doesn't go like, good job, you did it, here's the hormone of celebration. You gotta like bribe yourself and be like, okay, if I do this thing I don't want to do, I can do the thing that I do want to do. And how sometimes I struggle to come up with things that I do want to do when I don't want to do anything. And I was letting her know that I'd be making bread, and she's like, oh, you know, and what was the reward for making the bread? And I was like, eating it. That's not a very good reward. Has this bitch eaten a nice sandwich with bread fresh out of the fucking oven? Because I'm sorry, what the fuck do you mean that eating fresh bread is not enough of a reward for making fresh bread? Like, monetize everything and fresh bread isn't rewarding enough. I don't know, man. Does not pass the vibe check at all. Yeah, I was scoffing that shit down. I'm making big sandwiches. I'm making the size of sandwiches I probably shouldn't have. I just cut that bitch into like, it's like I use a smaller pan, but it's like I cut it into thirds. So these are like considerably sized sandwiches, but boy howdy are they delicious. Because I use like a garlic oil and then I sprinkle it with a salt and garlic powder. And sometimes I made a batch and I put tomato on it. And it was pretty good. And it's like, have you tried, like, oh, how do you reward yourself? And it was like, in butter. I have a confession. Half the time I don't butter my sandwiches. I just use a butter spread if I do. Because I only put butter on the bread if I'm going to like take it somewhere. Otherwise, I just use mayo. I just put a bit of mayo on either side and just spread it and be like, yeah, that's good enough. That's the keep it from getting soggy barrier. And then when it is butter, I use a margarine spread. And then the only time I really use butter at the moment is for making like gravies and sauces. Supposedly making your own butter isn't hard, but it's like I'm already lazy as hell. The bread that I'm making has no eggs, milk, or like butter in it. It's all just olive oil. Also, how the fuck does focaccia work? I feel like we need to study that because I'm telling you, how the fuck did I drown this thing in oil? It's so much olive oil. Like, I'm following the recipe. And it's like, yeah, just drizzle the olive oil on top. And it's like, that's so much oil. And I'm looking at it, and there's oil in the dough, there's oil on the base, and there's oil on the top. And then I take the bread out, and it's not soaked in oil. Like, it's got, like, the outer crust is a bit greasy, yeah, but it's got fucking oil all over it. I'd expect that. But it's not oily. Does that make sense? Like, it's not, like, giant pockets of oil-soaked bread in there. Where did it go? There's so much oil. Where the fuck did the oil go? Like, how did it drink it and not... I don't understand the physics of this bread. How did you drink all the oil? I don't get it. It tastes good, so I'm not going to complain too much, but I don't know where it goes. It's confusing. Do I have... I do have... I have... Which buttons is it? This one. Oh, shit. Too far away. Come here! If I just tank it, it's fine. Welcome in, Tox! Welcome in! I thought he was dead! Now he is dead? I wish to commit crime. Fight back, yeah. You're the one who's trying to fight me! Why is he like, you know what I mean? You mean? Oh man, I have a sneaking suspiciousness that this guy is in fact not actually advocating for the environment. Because how come he's like, oh, you used a bomb in the ocean, that's bad. And then he uses way more bombs than I ever did. I used like one to clear some rubble in one spot. And then he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna blow this whole bitch up. Like, how is that fair? That doesn't seem fair. That seems a bit stinky if you ask me. Was there a better weapon in there? Dude, I should have seen if I could. I wonder, is that... Technically, I caught it in the water. If I catch it from water, does that make it a fish? Do you know what I mean? Like, if I catch it in water, can I... Is it to make food from? Is it still... Because technically, I mean, it's a fish at that point, right? If it's swimming like a fish, it should count as a fish. That's all. That's just my opinion, though. I could be incorrect. I can never remember what I needed. Like, I know there's literally like a to-do list of like, hey, you need these items. How the fuck do I get these? It just keeps being like, yeah, you can't pick it up. And then I've tried shooting it and nothing happens. And I've tried doing this and nothing happens. And I've tried knifing it and nothing happens. Crabs. Fish. In the water. The fish. I will not be taking further questions. It's in water, it's a fish. If it in sky, it bird. If in water, it fish. I am a fish right now. That's all there is that you need to know about it. If it swims, it's fair game. I should be able to... The agents! Okay, okay, so while it's on the ground, if it's on the bottom of the floor, ocean floor, that makes it a crab. The moment this motherfucker jumps up and starts doing the creepy crab swim thing that they do, that's a fish now. That's a fish. It's turned into a fish. The moment, because they do that weird, like, running, swimming, running through the air, but it's not air, it's water, swim. That's a fish. Also, thank you, Fantadian, for the follow! Thank you, welcome in! I feel doing well! Hi! Guys, I've got to stop making cookies. I told you guys that I've been making M&M cookies recently because I made them like one time to fulfill a craving, and then the craving just never went away because I made it one time and I was like, damn, that's pretty yummy. And then I finished the whole, like, I can say but there is like more than one person eating them, so 2 people finished the batch of cookies, and then it's like, oh damn. And my brother came over, so I was like, well, I gotta treat, I make it a point that I think it's just a family thing to a degree, but I have noticed that my family definitely tends to be a, like, oh, are you like hungry? Do you want to like eat? Kind of family. Like, usually when like I go over to anyone's place, they ask like, oh, are you hungry? You can eat, like, there's snacks. Can I get you a drink? And then I think I gotta shoot them. Can I knife them? Oh, I can. That's too much effort. I'm shooting them. Gun work just fine. Oh, it's already dead. Gotta double tap. Make tail go burr. Bit tired and totally Canadian. I am totally Australian. Who fucking tired? Can I net it? Yay! Can I net the urchins? I have still not gotten an urchin yet. I don't know how anything works. I never paid enough attention. This game has still been a case of like, hey, did she read the tutorial? No. Why did we, why even bother? Get off my butt! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! I'm a fish! Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, bloop. Can I even go this deep? Did I upgrade my shit to be able to handle these depths? It's cute! I love those things! Junior, I didn't speak to you. You just gotta drink the syrup. I haven't had like an actual syrup in a while. I'm a bit what you would call bad taste. Hey. Get away. Get back. Get back. God damn, why is there so many? Wait, I didn't read the tutorial. What does the light do? Now it tells me halfway through knifing them, it's like, hey. It's like, hey, if you shine a light, they'll go away. After I've been knifing them. A little early would have been appreciated as well. Am I getting out of here? But yeah, I made a batch because my brother was over, and it's like, oh, you know, I need if you come to visit, I gotta make sure you eat decent food, cause no one, if like, I don't want you having a basic bitch palate, you know. I will make you try different foods, white boy, and mainly just because it's like from experience, like. It wasn't until I stayed with people who had, like, tried different things. Mining away. My palate was spaghetti bolognese from a jar and savory mince. Not that there's anything wrong with it. That's not a problem. But it's just that it's like, man, there's so much more out there. But I would not have thought... I would not have tried kimchi. That sounds scary. Do you know what I mean? As like I'm gonna make you try different foods so that you don't think that kimchi sounds scary. And so I made him like a gochujang chicken pasta thing, and then I wanted to make him. I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation again because I'm in fact myself a white girl tries to, you know, but it's like tteokbokki. The uncertainty in the voice, you can hear it, but sorry, my brain keeps dying today. Did I take my fucking meds? Chat and Fish similar. They both love streams. Hell yeah! I love M&M cookies apparently. Anyway, the whole point of that was that I made my brother eat M&M cookies, and I then made a vanilla loaf cake as well for good measure, because I made the joke that the moment I become like old, I'm gonna be the grandma that's like, oh, have you eaten? You have? I'll make you a light snack. Like you will, oh, you're full? Don't worry, I'll get you a good container. You can take the leftovers. Do you want this? And just stop, like, I'll be that kind of grandma where I'm just like, you will eat? You're full? Eat more. Have, like, a loaf of bread and a bunch of cookies. I literally sent him home with a loaf of bread. And I was like, here, you can take the focaccia I made that had, like, the oil that had garlic in it and the tomatoes on top. And I was like, here, you can take that home with you. And then, and then a piece of, like, loaf cake. And, oh, what the fuck is that? No, you do not. Stay the hell away from me. What the fuck? What is your problem? Why are fish? I don't like it down here. Have I discussed my dislike of deep water before with you? Because I don't know if I've talked about how much I actually don't like water before. But as a fun fact, I don't like deep water. Why does it grow? Why does it do that? Why are you like that? Ah, I wanted to aim it. I haven't been in water in general in a while. Oh. Fuck it. I have to put every time it's like, hey, so button event. It's I have to put it down. Oh, I do have to go that way. I didn't want to go that way. That's so good. Okay. I'll get this one. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm a big fan of kimchi, and I wanted to make tteokbokki for him, but I didn't get to go to the store, so I didn't have any of the actual rice cakes. And I was almost gonna have tteokbokki today, but I can't go that way. Get the fuck out of my way, biatch! I need to get to the exit now. Because someone is silly and didn't realize they were running out of air. Whoops. My bad. Well, at least we still have some things, I think. As long as it's left, it's always right. Exactly. Exactly. I don't know my lefts and rights. I do. But I also don't. It be like that. It be like that. But once again, welcome in, Blue, welcome in, Fluffin', welcome in. VTuber left is different. That is true. I wish I could use that excuse in general, but my whole life I've been, dude, I hate it. I have to pull up the hand and be like, okay, which side is the, like, to see which side makes an L. And then the times when I'm like, okay, it's on your left. And then I pull out my fingers and I'm like, fuck, how the fuck do you make an L? Like, what way does an L face? Like, it's like that whole thing where it's like, oh no, I forgot how old I am. Oh, it's what year it is. Fuck, what year it is. What year is it? I don't know. All of a sudden, all information goes away, or it's like, oh, that's right, my password's, you know, this. Fuck! All of a sudden, I don't remember. Like, it's a date, and then it's like, I don't remember that date. Hand is the wrong way. That's true. I usually do. I write with my right. And oh, it's a postcard. 'Cause I'm super cool. I bet you his brain car system will unlock. Dude, I just have to clown on it for a moment. I just... every time I see it, I laugh at the whole, like, but it's not a filter, it's a lighting system. As it's like, why do they look like they're going to sell me an online course? You know what I mean? Like, you took the character in a game, and now I feel like they're going to sell me a looks maxing course on how to sell looks maxing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like it looks like they're going to sell me like a course off of Instagram. It's giving comment money in my comment money to get the kit, to get the info. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's all I have to say on that. I keep laughing at it every time I see it. It's a lighting system. No, it's not. This guy's blowing the funny needle and this guy's pointing north. Then why do I have a knife in my back? My brain is not comprehending. My brain... Control-Delete. And I gotta Control-Delete on my brain on that one. Otherwise, my brain's gonna keep trying to comprehend. I'm gonna give myself a... Did I take my meds? I think I did. I think I did. That looks like I did. I'm going to assume that I did. I think I said before that I take my meds, realize I didn't, and I think I then took it, and then I think I forgot that I took it. That's how you give yourself heart problems. Fun fact, apparently Jesse was telling me today that he saw somewhere that you don't actually have to take a break from your ADHD medication, that it's like, it's not real, it's more for your heart health than it is for overall, like, you know, intolerances. Because I was told I need to make sure I have at least 1 day a week of a break day, maybe 2, to stop myself from building up too big of an intolerance. And apparently it's more to do with heart health. So then I get told that. So now I am believing that if I don't mind having a cardiac attack, I can stay locked in as long as I want. That's what I'm gonna go with. That's what I'm going with. That's how I'm going to interpret that. I don't think that's correct, but that's how I'm going to interpret that. Did I turn the chat back on? I don't think so. I don't think I set it back up. I meant to set it up properly again so that it works on both sides. I feel, again, I am so sorry. I want to say thank you to everyone for lurking and hanging out and supporting and keeping company and everything, because I understand that I have been very out of it and very absent and I disappeared for several days to binge watch a dinosaur TV show, which made me excessively angry, mind you. Unreasonably, not excessively. I wasn't like screaming outside with shaking my fists at the clouds. But I was like, hang on a second. This is what the children get? You're telling me, I just need to complain for 1 second. You're telling me that you took Jurassic Park and Jurassic World or whatever. You took all of that and you made it more family friendly. You added in a literal family and a whole ass piss sequence for comedy purposes. You added a whole ass piss sequence to make it more family orientated. And then the actual family orientated animated series has more depth, more writing, a more interesting use of an environment that has dinosaurs living in conjunction with humans, like having been escaped the containment, right? The children get that, and I get a piss sequence. Am I understanding this right? And even if you go, okay, well, it's not actually taking place at that, it's taking place at Dominion. Okay, so you're telling me that the children get a conspiracy theory led, cross-continent chase. Yes, that happens in Dominion as well, but it's like, about dinosaurs being trained to chase people with a fucking haunting whistle or a laser. Like the laser, yes, that's in the movie, but it's used for one chase sequence. It's not this overall arcing conspiracy theory with depth added to the world. Like, I don't even just having the fact that there's places that have been built that are specifically meant to be dino free, and that all of this, right? You get all of this. Cool. See, the boat sequence was kind of cool. You've got all of this. And what does the less family friendly side get? What do the adults get? Bugs? I'm sorry, bugs? Bugs? Cause every time I watch the movie, I'm like, oh yeah, they dedicated a large amount of screen time to fucking bugs in my dinosaur movie. You know what I mean? That's how it makes me feel. That's how it makes me feel. Is that it's set in the same sequence of events, but instead of this whole underground dinosaur trade, it's touched upon lightly, like a light sprinkling. But the main plot points are a fucking human child and insects are huge plot points. The illegal dinosaur trade is a side point. What do you mean that in my dinosaur-based series, the human child and the insects are the driving plot points, and the illegal underground dinosaur trade spanning continents is well, I guess that's going on. Huh? Motherfucker, what? Anyway, I love Smoothie. I die for Smoothie. Smoothie with cat ears absolutely sent me. I cried. I had tears in my eyes. I was sitting on the couch trying to crochet my Diglett, looking up at my every time that motherfucker came on the screen, it's just like, I am okay. They wrote it specifically to make me cry. Anyway, that's all. Just needed to get that off my chest, you know. As one does. Fucking love you, Smoothie. Goddamn. You don't deserve Smoothie. Are squids jellyfish? Question. Are squids jellyfish? I guess all are fish. Squid doesn't have the word fish in it. Jellyfish has the word fish in it. Also, I liked the first bit of Steel Ball Run. However, I don't like that they were like, here. Nothing else though. Like, not even a like, oh, there'll be an update in, you'll have to wait. Just here. Like, there is gonna be more, right? Like, I'm assuming there will be more. You haven't said that there will be or won't be. But, like, there will be more, right? I miss my weekly releases, man. I miss the weekly releases so much. It was so good, because I still remember I don't recommend this. It wasn't a healthy thing to do, but it was still a very fun thing to do. That while new episodes of JoJo's were coming out, we would celebrate by going to Mickey D's, and we would have, as the new episode would come out, we would eat like a whole breakfast bundle between the two people, and we would watch the new JoJo's episode early in the morning with our breakfast bundle from McDonald's. And it's one of those times where it's like, simpler times. When I knew when the fucking episode would come out. Like, there will be more though, right? Like, on a side note, like, do you intend for there to be more? Because I assume. Oh, this is the cavey bit. I have no idea. I have no mental map of this place. You'd think I would by now, but I don't. Also, I keep wasting shots. Fish? Yay. I have no ammo, so I don't know how to get the jellyfish. Which are fish, because it says jellyfish. Don't put fish in the name if it's not a fish. That's just rude and misleading. But how do I get them without... I'm assuming has to be... What the fuck was that? I'm gonna ignore it. It's not important. Ooh! Net! This is good! This is good for it. Where are they? They were up here. I'm gonna save that. I don't need to use that yet. I got plenty of oxygen. For now. Until I end up getting myself stuck in... Yes. Oh, I thought I missed it for a moment and I was going to be sad. And then I'll just grab a bunch of these. Yeah, I suspected that that one would not be enough. Why is all the upgrades so expensive? I just want to get Big Fishy. Come here, Big Fishy. Big Fishy. Die. Dead? Dying? What do you mean you're not even dying yet? What? What? How many fucking stabs? How many times do I have to teach this fish a fucking lesson? Thank you. Holy shit. How many times does it take to fucking teach a fish a lesson? Holy fuck. Also, welcome in, Better, welcome in. Hi. Hope you're doing well. I will need to upgrade it. I don't want to fucking stab a fish 500 times. I don't want to stab 500 times and stab 500 more. Just to be the man who stabs 1,000 times. Wind up at your moor. Get it? Because you moor a boat and it's fishing. Because you wouldn't have a door. I get. Do birds have doors? Birds have doors. Never mind. Birds do have doors. Birds, I think, have doors. Maybe. I haven't been on a boat in a while. No! Dude, I hate it! I hate when I'm about to say something and somebody else takes my fucking humor and I was like, No, that's my humor. It's good though, because now, any of the brain rot that I get, Jesse hasn't been going on TikTok as much, so now when I go on TikTok, it's my unique brain rot. I keep getting TikToks related to the lady who takes a ton of gummies, like an amount of gummies that I think a chipmunk would be jealous of the capacity of the cheeks, in which, because like my brain goes like, on one hand, right, it has to be like it has to be fake, but on the other hand, it's like I've been around like people, like you can get tolerances and they do get insane. So it's not like I wouldn't believe it even. But it's just like I keep getting videos related to that where it's just like the lady who takes like an insane amount of, why do I have so much fucking kelp? Help, more like help, am I right? At least I have some fish and some jellyfish. But I can't imagine it. Like, obviously I can't because that's not legal. But it's like, just from everything that I'm knowledgeable of, that seems like an insane amount. And I thought that the, wait, what can I, oh, I can make the net gun now! Captures 7 fish at the same time? Huh? I love the little cutscenes. They're so cute. I don't know where I came up from. But the other thing that's always funny to me, and anything to do with anything, is I understand why you would want most scientists and professions to be trustworthy, right? But I can't remember how I ended up on that. Okay, well, TikTok has an aggressive algorithm, so that's probably how I ended up on that side. But it was like, I just remember seeing a comment, and it was just like, yeah, but they keep changing their minds. So how do they decide to expect, like, they're so untrustworthy when it comes to dinosaurs? And I just feel like that's such a weird phrasing, because why do you need trust, right? Best case scenario, somehow we managed to pinpoint spot on, fuck yeah, we got this dinosaur 100% accurate. Worst case scenario, we were wrong, but that doesn't actually mean anything really. Like, realistically, in the modern day, oh no, you went to the museum and the information wasn't entirely correct after being updated, or it has a new theory, or whatever. Like, wait, what the fuck? Sorry, I saw my name on the screen for a moment, and I was like, what? How am I a sly girl? I fucking got scared for a moment. I feel fucking... I forget how common my name is. What the love the term of trustworthy, in the sense of like, oh no, I fed my dinosaur this, but actually the update says this, and I trusted them. I don't understand what, like, that's what I mean. But dude, honest to God though, I think it's cute. I don't care about trustworthiness or accuracy or anything, right? I think that it's cute. People probably won't like that because some people don't like the word cute. But you can't tell me that the fact that these big fuck off, I'm going to call it a lizard, but I know, I'm just going to call it a lizard. But the fact that you can't just say, like, that like, I get wanting to take it seriously, but, and it should be, like, it's one of those things, but it's like, at the same time, I'm going to call it a lizard. And also, I think it's cute. Because this big fucking lizard lived how fucking long ago? Like, you can't even comprehend the amount of time, right? Like, you can see a number and an estimate, but I don't think our little monkey brains can actually comprehend how long that would actually be to live, right? That many years ago. And we find these big fucking bones, and we're like, man, I'm gonna make an OC. And that's basically, to me, what dinosaurs are. It is based on reality. You are basing this on what you know, but I still feel like you're looking at a bunch of bones and a fascination for a creature that can't even comprehend your existence because your existence didn't happen for an incomprehensible amount of time. But I just love that it's so cute that we looked at bones and were like, what did it look like though? And we're trying as hard as we are. Because again, it doesn't actually affect IRL too much, right? I just think it's cute. Dooley Rat, I don't even know what it's about. It was just a comment where it was like, I see it a lot where it's like, oh yeah, but all these dinosaur documentaries or based medias are untrustworthy because we don't actually know. And it's like, no, bitch, no, we don't know. I don't think anyone was alive like several million years ago to double check with you for that one. We're all just having best guesses. We're going, this reminds me of this, which does this. So I think that this may have done this. And I think that in all of it, right? I think it's just cute that there's so many using the best knowledges that we can come up with. And to begin with, these animals haven't existed for incomprehensible amounts of time. And we're still like, yeah, we're going to make an entire profession. It's just, I don't know. It's just a thing. If this thing hasn't breathed the air upon this earth for so fucking long, and we made a whole profession. And I think that's cute. It's also cool, like, again, the whole study, all the applications and everything, that's all really, really cool as well. And important. It's not to diminish any efforts. It's just, it's also cute to see the like, humans as a... Sometimes I think humanity is cute. That's all. I just, that's, thank you for coming to my dinosaur talk. Hello, howdy, Demon, and howdy, Glitch. Hi, welcome in, and howdy. No, I refuse to be cute. I am an incomprehensible demon, dude. I just want to know. The other thing when it comes out to that NVIDIA thing that I said is like, okay, so you showed people and environments. Does it try to put an Instagram face filter on the monsters? Because I didn't see that. The main ones I've seen were people and environments. I want to know. What does it do when it's actually meant to be an incomprehensible creature? Lower my mic. Oh, is it a bit loud? My bad. I should have had a limiter on it, but it might have been turned off. But because I just talk loudly. That's just how I am. Weird creature. But that's what I mean is I'm looking at it and it's like, so are you going to because it really does look like the lighting engine that totally isn't an AI Instagram filter of yassification at all. What's it gonna do when it's like an actual abomination? Like not just a environment or like what is it gonna do when it's like, oh no, that's meant to have. It's meant to be ugly. It's not meant to have a face of makeup and bone smashing. Are you going to look smash my abominations? Essentially, that's what I'm getting at. Are you like that's? I see that and I'm like, okay, but how does it work on the rest of it? Do we have the fucking creatures out here with the fucking look-smacking jawlines? Do they fucking mew? Like, how does the filter work on, like, things that you might not have had if, you know, as much experience with? If I say, but does that mean it's predetermined? The tech doesn't work automatically? Dude, the artist didn't even know. Do you think it's like the actual developers woke up and were like, what? The actual developers that worked on it had no idea that that was going to be done to it. They're like, it's not, that's re-rendering it at that point. What the fuck? That's not my work. Apparently the developers didn't even, they found out at the same time as us that the tech, which I get. It's like, you know, why would a lowly developer know what's going on at the higher levels? But it's still like, damn, that's rough. That's rough, bud. But it's like, yeah, it's very... That's a very odd thing to me. I don't know. I don't like it. I just don't... I guess I don't want everything to look realistic. I just want to be immersed. I don't want everything to look like it has like a 4K filter over it. I want an escape from reality. I don't want it to be hit in the face with it again, you know? Also, welcome in, Ducky! Howdy, howdy! And thank you for looking, Glitch! Dude, I do like the memes, though. The memes have been kind of funny. Things like VR chat. Because it's like, it would probably... Because it would be one of those texts where it's like the game would have to, presumably, implement it, right? Because, so... Like, you'd think they would... The other thing that was like, what wasn't it? Wasn't it like a... Oh, but it made the NPCs look good. And it's like, you could have done that. Like... But it also made the whole, like, I don't think so. I suspect it has to be, look, at the point that it is, it's like, number one, I will never be able to use it at the current rate that everything's going. It's going to be like, it's going to be like Uglies. Except like PC version, where it's like, oh no, you don't have money? I guess you get the ugly game. And then all the people with money get the fucking, like, get to live in the utopian pretty world, where all of their characters are just like, yeah. The fucking, look at this jawline. I got my hair back. And a full face of, that's the one that annoys me, is it's like, the first one, it looks like bareface, and then it's just like, it looks like what somebody thinks is bareface, but actually there's several layers there. There's probably, you know, highlighters, eyeshadows, lipsticks, maybe a liner, contouring, maybe even a base layer of a light coverage foundation. But, like, it's totally, like, you know what I mean? But I just rolled out of bed look. I don't know. It's, like, supposedly it doesn't do any of that. Supposedly it's literally just lighting. But the thing is, it's not any, it's just lighting engine. The lighting, it's, you see, the lighting was actually that bad without the AI DLSS, the new one. The lighting was just that awful that you couldn't see the full face of makeup. It's a lighting thing, apparently, is what it was, I think, advertised as. I didn't look at it too much because I'm too poor. I looked at it and I was like, that looks like shit.
Coming at you live from the Nuba house. Yay! This total.
Hell yeah! Can Congratulations!
My favorite dinosaur is the Mamenchisaurus.
They go big, right? They're the big ones.
For real. Also, here's a nightmare. Imagine
Thank you,
if
I love
got
nightmares.
The DLSS5 treatment. Terrifying. You.
It's not going to be going to it's not going to be going to Turkey for the hair transplant anymore. It's getting the DLSS5 treatment. It's not going to be going overseas to get a hair transplant and my teeth done. It's going to be getting the DLSS5 treatment. It's just one of those things where it's like, like, I'm sure there's someone out there that thinks it looks great, but I just don't like it in the end. That's my opinion. I opened it, I was like, 250/90s? Bitch, I don't even got one! That's a rich people's problem. No, I'll keep playing with my Play-Doh graphics, I won't know any better. But yeah, congrats on your house and also cool dinosaur choice. Man, I'm still upset that Jurassic World Evolution has it added in the dinosaur who I keep forgetting how to pronounce, and I kind of just threw out a random pronunciation one time and just went with it and was like, yeah, that's good enough. Okay, computer run Crisis with Max DLSS. It's feeling that way. It's one of those things where also again looking at it, it's just like that's why I can't get RAM. That's why everything's fucking expensive. Want everyone to look like they came from a sus ad. The saddest thing is that there's an audience. There is an audience for it. There's an audience for that. But the other thing that I might mention is that, yeah, maybe it won't look as high res, but do you know what else? If you want all of your characters to look like they pop straight, like I said, they're going to sell you a course on Instagram. If you want everyone to look like they're going to scam you, modders will do it probably for a little bit more efficiently too. And they will probably enlarge in the tits for you. They'll throw that in for free. Like, if you want it to look like that, you can make it look like that with giant titties and probably no clothing, if that's what you want. And I'm saying is it doesn't take 250/90s. All it you can... People take commissions. So... Yes, it won't be a new lighting engine. It won't be up, like, you know, the upscaling and the crispiness, which it's like, but they could add titties. People making the whitewash mods for things like, would they be using this to do similar? Probably, but also probably not, because they probably would just download a mod because it doesn't take 250/90s. It will probably, it's early, so you would fucking pray to God. And for their sake, probably not. I don't think they care. But that it will be not 250/90s to run by the time anyone else is able to get their hands on it. I don't think I could eat jellyfish. They just look like a texture that I can't do. Yeah, I want my bad 80s boob job to be handmade, you know? I want half, maybe half, but no, I want handcrafted. I want handcrafted gravity-denying knockers, man. That's what I want. See, I don't know, like, the look of jellyfish, they just don't look biteable. Do you know what I mean? Rocks look like rocks and Play-Doh and that foam that they use for displaying flowers, that looks like an amazing texture. That foam that they use, that they soak full of water and put floral arrangements in, that like really crumbly foam, I know I can't eat it, but I wanna. Jellyfish isn't one. It looks like a... It just doesn't look like an okay. This... I like flavors. I am not too big. Like I said, I'm not... I like kimchi, and I know that that's like the big one I keep saying, but I think I can't think of anything else at the moment, and that's like a big divider of like... I feel like that was a timeline, was my before kimchi and after kimchi phase. My I won't eat it unless I can pronounce it, and the oh wait, this is actually good. But if it's like I don't know, have you tasted the ocean? Have you ever been at the beach and gotten bitch slapped by a wave before? I can't imagine that being a pleasant experience. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine being like, I want this on a plate. I can't imagine getting absolutely wiped the fuck out, sand in my cheeks, and being like, I want to taste it again. Do you know what I mean? Anyway. But yeah, I want handcrafted titties. And like I said, they'll probably throw it in for free. I didn't even look. The mods that I saw when I was trying to go through and remove the Mr. X, I think his name is, when I was trying to make it so he can't actually chase me because I was too afraid to play the game with the big bad guy chasing me because I'm a little bitch and I'm not afraid to admit it. When I was doing that, the amount of mods that I hadn't even logged in or anything, so it wasn't even showing me anything considered not safe for work or anything risky, where I was like, why? The amount of mods, it's just... I feel like I've been a different person since I found out that people put mods in for bare feet sound effects in Fallout. I feel like that changed me, you know? I feel like there was a before time for that too. A time where I had a little more hope in humanity, and a why the fuck are you modding in the slapping of bare feet into your game? You know, like, I feel like you could just play the game at that point. I feel like if you're at the point where you have to mod in the slapping of bare feet, you want a different game. I don't think there's shame in that. Go play that other game. Why are you modding in bare feet slapping of sound effects? Why do you want bare feet? I don't... Anyway, tasting the sea. Use a degree as you said approval ones. Because that's what I caught today, motherfucker. Gentle mild taste with a strong texture. I know what strong texture, unless it's Play-Doh. I like Play-Doh. Can't eat that anymore though. Apparently that's not good for you. Man, I wish to be that really salty. That homemade. I long for that homemade Play-Doh. When my family was trying to get me to stop eating the store-bought Play-Doh, and they added so much salt that it became grainy. Because they were like, if we just keep adding salt, she'll stop eating it. And I kept eating it. It was a beautiful shade of pink. It tasted so good. And salty. But howdy, home time! Hi, welcome in! I hope you're doing well! Sorry to make it perfect match for the scent and flavor of sea grape. The second reason is the potential. There's so many kinds of ingredients out there. Insisting on using only the verified few is the same as ignoring the infinite possibilities. Have you considered food poisoning? Thank you for the amazing words, Bacho. Now then, it's time for the evaluation, Vincent. Alright, let's get into the evaluation. Now, this is the jellyfish sushi that made Vincent marvel, and Miss Venture, who created this dish. Who will it be? 80 points! Isn't that true? You look quite impressed while eating. The establishment lacks something. You lack something! Personality, bitch. Many enjoyments. Think you'd really offer great tea with this beautiful ocean in front of us. Romance. This place doesn't have enough romance and appreciation for the arts. Give place any as a side reward. I'll give you a refrigerator. Being able to drink cold beer from the fridge would make the score 100. It'll be perfect. So I think you're an alcoholic. I I think this man is an alcoholic. He was like, this meal is so fantastic, but I can't enjoy it without alcohol. Is it Wine's Day, my guy? Like, don't, there is help for that. All I'm saying is that if your review of a food is based off the fact that you weren't served alcohol while eating the food, you're like, yeah, this jellyfish was pretty fucking baller. It blew my fucking tits off. However, my beverage was non-alcoholic, and I wanted a cold beer with this meal that blew my fucking tits off. If I had an alcoholic beverage while eating this meal that blew my fucking tits off, then it would be 100%. And it's like, maybe you could just give the meal that blew your tits off 100 points. You know, I feel like the requirement... I'm not saying you can't say it would be enhanced by, but I feel like the requirement of an alcoholic beverage to raise the score tells me, how's your liver? Do you have a transplant lined up in the future? How, like, are you having with every meal? Can you enjoy things without alcohol present is essentially the point I'm making. I already hate pouring. Sometimes beer, pour them their drinks to create additional revenue. I already hate pouring. I don't want to pour any more drinks. Picky Vincent acknowledged you. The tongue does not lie. Yeah, no, it's fucking alcoholic, dude. Try selling beer from now on. Yes. But no, you can't comment like this. Why are you so strict? I was simply saying a few words. I haven't been to the beach in a while. It brings back old memories. I want to go to the beach. It's kind of funny because I've been wanting to go to the beach, and then my brother went to the beach and he came back and he's like, "There's not much to do. Like, unless you're gonna swim in the ocean, you just gotta sit in the sand." And I was like, "Yeah. What the fuck is, like, yeah, your attention span ruined, bitch. That's what you do at the fucking beach. You either swim in the ocean or you sit in the fucking sand. Like, what do you expect to happen at the beach? There's the ocean and sand. That's the point." I don't know, it's just a funny thing to be like, there's not much to do besides the two things there that there are to do. I don't know, I like sitting and contemplating while looking into the ocean. I think it's nice. But I can admit that I can see how perhaps that could be boring. I was going to say a few words. I haven't been to the beach in a while. It brings back old memories. I was an amazing diver before I took a harpoon in the knee. So you were a diver. I'm also a diver. But I took a harpoon to the knee. Aha. Aha. I can't stop gooning, man. Terminal gooner. You must know that divers dream of swimming in the seas of the world, forests of coral, pods of sperm whales. I'm glad there was the word whale after that. Bites to death with tiger sharks. Like, imagining it's the size of whales. I'm too immature. Brings to mind a dish I'd really love to eat. Moray eel curry at the fishing village famous. I can't forget its taste. If you can make that dish, perhaps I'll give you a nice gift. Moray eel curry. Moray eels hide in the rocks, making them difficult to catch. How do you get one? You know how to dive, but you don't much of the ecology, do you? My ability to not inhale the water while I'm under the water, yeah, that doesn't mean necessarily that I know everything about the things that do inhale the water. Also, howdy, Titanic, welcome in! And welcome home! It's a great feeling to get home. I love arriving home. It's... I don't know how people plan more than one thing in a day, though, still. Like, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to go out today. And then after I get back from whatever it is I was going out to do, whether it be a 5-minute trip to the grocery store, you're going to find a trail of clothing leading up to the bed and then me snuggled up in it immediately after putting away whatever it is that I got from the grocery store. Like, that's just how it is. Like, I will be taking a nap immediately after getting back home. How do people be like... I think it's a wanker sperm, isn't it? Sperm bank? Bank of sperm? Sperm bank. Ooh. And here we see a graceful sperm bank. Ooh. I imagine they sound like brachiosauruses or whales. I'm hearing that. I might have been on a bit of a dinosaur run recently, so. But I think bank would be the better word. Sperm bank. Anyway. It's a nocturnal and only come out at night. Do you have gear for night diving? I did get a flashlight recently. That should do just fine. Moray eels are nocturnal. Please go night diving and catch a moray eel to fulfill my wish. How do I go night diving? You can now dive once every night. There are vicious nocturnal fish out at night, but you'll also see exotic fish. Always pay attention to the sushi bar's opening hours. Okay, so I can go diving? Like now? Like now I can go diving? Go just... Every now and then I get reminded that I haven't removed that feature. It doesn't get used for so long and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Well, it is what it is, you know? Am I meant to just enhance everything when I can? Because that's usually what I do. If I can enhance it, I do enhance it, even if that means I don't necessarily have the ingredients to make it immediately after. Because then I know the next time I'm able to make it, it'll be worth a lot. You know? So that's how I've been operating. I don't know how that's how I'm meant to do it though. I don't think it matters realistically. I never know what to catch. Like, I feel like I'm meant to be paying better attention towards the... No, I needed to keep all the jellyfish because the jellyfish are... No, I need to go get more jellyfish. I don't want to go get more jellyfish. The jellyfish are deep in the water and I don't want to go deeper in the water. I just want to stay in the shallows. Sorry, he's been a little bit of an attitude today. He's been having an attitude problem today, big time. Which is very funny, considering that we had the window open. And he would be all happy and playful. And then the moment... Wait, no. Don't upgrade that. So that you can make plenty of them when there's special guests. Because you need them for the special guests. Because there will be special guests. I think. Maybe. I'm not sure. Again, he's just been in a bad fucking mood for some reason and I don't understand it. I don't know what his problem is, this fucking bird. I keep looking at Jesse and doing Robert. I don't like this rock. It's pissing me off. I'm gonna go tell him to go to bed. I'll be right back. Junior! Bye. Good night. Okay, I know I just went on a big rant about how I need to stop eating cookies because I keep making cookies since I keep making them, so I keep eating them, and I need to stop doing that. However, hear me out. I did go grab a cookie while I was up. I was like, well, I'm standing up. I may as well. Like... There's not really a reason not to. I don't know how to tell how many customers I'm gonna have. Because I think it throws out, if you put it on the menu and it's not there, it throws it out, right? Or is it only if you put it on the menu and it gets made, it has to be thrown out? But if it doesn't get eaten, like that's just the limit of what can get made, but it doesn't use it automatically unless you take it off the menu. Is that how it works? I'm not sure. I have no clue. Gonna grab my cookie that I said that I wasn't going to eat out, and then I'm gonna eat it because I'm only human. I don't know what the problem is. I've done everything. He's just being testy today. I will try locking him in the room. I will be right back again. Bye. Alright, hopefully the being in a different room helps him sleep. Maybe he just doesn't like that I'm talking. Sometimes he's fine, and then other times he's just not. He be like that. Wait, so am I going diving now? How do I play this? I don't know how to play it. Like, I do and I don't. I think Wait, I can increase my rating on the... Okay, attention area of others while you're talking. That's basically it! I feel like that's all it is sometimes, because I'll walk over, and as long as I'm talking to him, he's quiet. But then the moment I walk away, it's like it's a crisis. Oh yeah, I got caffeine! I have to give you a cat! I'm eating a cookie. Because I have no self-control and I need to stop making cookies if I can't not eat them. But what is the point of making cookies if I'm not going to eat them, you know? Baking is so learning to bake is a scam. Because I was like, yeah, now I get to eat yummy food, but what do you mean that... Also, now I know what's in this, and it's like, what do you mean that there is way more fucking sugar and butter than flour in this? Like, my brain thinks like, oh, flour and a bit of sugar. It's no, it's sugar and just enough flour so that it isn't only sugar. Like, it is an obscene amount of sugar, followed by and more sugar, and then sugar and whatever, like, you know, chocolate chips, it have sugar in them as well. So then you've got that on top of the other sugars. And it's like, what do you mean there's more sugar than flour? Because that's just not what my brain comprehends. Oh, it's so good. But there's so much butter and sugar in it, holy shit. But it's so fucking good. I can't stop, man. I need to stop. Can I turn go up? Oh, it did. Hang on, otherwise I'm gonna drown. Okay, it's only 9. Self-control. How? It's like when people be like, get your head in the game. How? I don't know how. You say these things. But how am I meant to actually do that? Like, in theory, it makes sense, okay? But in practice... How the fuck do I get an urchin? I don't understand. Oh my god, why are you trying to eat me? Ah. 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 Ah, the fuck am I eating my ass? Holy shit. Holy shit, what the fuck? Butter is a 48 butter, let it push it to 50. That is it. I'm gonna fucking butter these fuck-ass fish. Holy shit, dude. I came here for one fucking eel or some shit. Why am I here? Oh yeah, one fucking eel. Apparently I came here for one fucking eel and to get shit on. What the hell? I'm being bullied. This is unfair. This is workplace harassment. This is my workplace and that's harassment. I'm gonna put this to HR. In other words, next time I'm bringing fucking bombs, dude. That's it. I'm bringing mines. No, you think it's so cute? Well, you're like, will you be so cute when you've got a whole ass fucking mine in your, like, ass? Oh, that's not good. Oh. Die, please. Got it. Eel acquired. Eel acquired. Eel acquired. Get me out of this fucking hellhole shithole. This is why I don't play some Nautica, dude. I don't play fucking some Nautica. Look, it's better than the fish go in my ass than that other fish. I think we've all seen River Monsters. Dude, River Monsters is trauma. I get secondhand fucking... No matter how many times I watch River Monsters, it's still every time it's like, yeah, you see this water there? It's filled with so many things that will fucking eat you. They grow to be the size of people. It will absolutely fuck you up. It's probably also got, like, you know, poison, venom. It's got fucking radiation. I don't fucking know, all this other shit. I know they have to play it up a bit. But it's like, yeah, sometimes it's crocodile, sometimes, you know, bunch of shit. Sounds fucked. Anyway, I'm gonna jump in that, and it's like... Hold up. Sir. Mr. Jeremy. Mayhaps we don't get in the fucking water that's apparently infested with a bunch of shit that'll fuck your ass. And maybe your penis. You know what I mean? Show my lungs clap. Yes, I may have bends now, and I'm pretty sure something nibbled off my little toe, but damn it, all I go and heal someone saying is, that's literally, it's like, yeah, like, there's your fuck-ass eel, dude. And long-spine squirrelfish? There is no fucking way I almost died to something called a fucking squirrelfish. That's not called the, what, you know, what, it's no, you should call that, like, the fucking... deadly ass eater fish. Like what? Bony ass fish. That's what it should be. But I mean that wasn't the bony ass fish. That's a fish, right? I swear that's actually the name of the fish. I swear the bony ass fish is an actual thing too. I'm not pulling that out of my ass. But that's what I would expect that to be. Bony-eared. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm spreading misinformation. It's the bony-eared ass fish. Why, like, it was nibbling my, it's true, that is true. It was going straight in there for the family jewels, dude. It was trying to squirrel away the treasures. We have the treasures of the deep, but it's taking the treasures of the shallows. My lord. That's what I mean. I just can't believe that that's what the fish that, like, almost took me out is called. I had an easier time with the fucking eel! Fuck that shit. I don't want to go in the water at night. I don't care what's down there. I probably will if it gives me a quest, I will, but I'm not willingly putting my ass back in that water. That's just not happening. I'm not putting my ass back in there willingly. It's not dipping a toe in the water, it's dipping a nut in the water to check before you go in. Oh wait, do I have the stuff to serve to him now? Okay, so I need to add it to the menu. Hang on, I meant to do this button. There's too many buttons, man. There's like 4 fucking buttons. That's so many. How am I meant to keep track of all this? I need to put one on the menu though. I can't enhance. Okay, cool. That should do. I think it's enough. Oh yeah, I have another staff spot. I don't want to add more staff. Maybe I do. I don't know. I can train them. Do I want to train them? Yeah, sure. Why not? She can serve drinks for me! Fuck yes! Idiot sandwich! Okay, now I don't have to serve fish. Why hire someone new when I can just train this person? Why would I do that? I'll train them again. I should probably actually upgrade my shit, because I can't continue the story until... Sorry, my fucking cookie. I can't continue the story until I can go deeper in the water. They actually take things now. That one, I recognize that fish name, so I can probably actually catch that fish. Still laughing at the lady's shock at, like, because I'm the get out of my kitchen, I'll feed you when it's done kind of person. And then being like, oh. So, what do you expect me to share my fucking kitchen? No. Maybe. You can, like, slice up some ingredients at some point. Maybe. But, like, otherwise, there's not enough room in here. Get the fuck out. I'll bring it when it's done. I know what I'm doing. You don't know what I'm doing. Because I barely know what I'm doing. Get out. It's a willing though, because again, it's not... It's not like I'm actually telling anyone to get out. I want to decorate, but it's like, but that costs money, and why would I spend money if I can not? Training for working at a restaurant where I worked at Chippy at Portsmouth for 2 years. I may as well be overqualified for this job. I have zero work experience at all, but I do know how to yell. I can be stressed, and I do know how to yell. Damn, they're doing everything. What am I meant to do? Am I meant to do anything at this point? Yay, I have a... It's all the way on the other side of the fucking bar! Oh yeah, that one. Wait, how do I bring that to you? I want to take that to you. Give me this! No, I wanted that other one so I can give the quest one! Give me the fucking quest one! Finally! Perfect for customer support then. I actually can't make phone calls. Every time... Me eating Play-Doh. Sorry, I'm fucking stuck on Play-Doh. When I get that gourmet salty ass Play-Doh. The sick mother in my village was bitten by a moray eel, keeping them from going into the sea much longer. I was 12 then. I went out into the pitch black darkness and plunged a harpoon into the moray eel's gills. I brought them the dead moray eel, and the mother made me moray curry in thanks. Thinking of that woman's kind eyes brings tears to my eyes. Dude, I want to see shit like that. And I know that it's, like, a story. But then I hear other people, and it's like, what the fuck were you guys doing? I think I just had a very sheltered, like, childhood in the sense of I wasn't allowed to go out because that might be dangerous. Because... it's like, oh, I remember when I was like a teenager and I woke up in a ditch, and it's like, I played The Sims for like a month straight. What are you talking about? Like, I stayed up for like 24 hours straight just playing the fucking Sims. The other day, like this earlier, I mean later, maybe later this year, but earlier this year, I stayed up 24 hours straight playing nothing but Jurassic World Evolution, so not much has changed. Like, what do you mean you're out dying in a ditch? I was playing fucking The Sims a lot. It was a lot of The Sims. And fucking JPOG, Operation Genesis. Nah, my one specifically, I want Mum's Play-Doh. Or my sister made it a lot of the time, but my sister's Play-Doh, where they added so much salt. Because Play-Doh was way too expensive for me to be eating it. So they added so much salt. It was so salty. It was like licking, like, it was just taking, like, pouring salt in your hand and licking it was the flavor. But the texture was Play-Doh. So it tasted so good because it was like eating salt. But the texture was still Play-Doh. Mwah. It was beautiful. They made it in an attempt for me to stop eating it. Like, I can't stress that enough. That was their attempt to get me to stop eating the Play-Doh. Was to make something that even now, like 20 years later, I'm like, damn. I don't sit there and be like, oh man, this moray curry, this ratatouille. I'm like that fucking Play-Doh. Somehow, someway, horses' salt licks have less salt than this Play-Doh. I have wondered once or twice in my lifetime if I can buy a salt lick that's aimed for a horse and lick it myself. Because a lot of the time, sometimes when things are made for animals, it's irrelevant. It is technically safe for people, but, you know, it's just not necessarily aimed at people. And then there's other times where it's like, no, this is made with things where it's like a much lesser standard, so you could actually get sick. But if it's just salt, is there a reason why I can't buy a salt lick that might be aimed at an animal and lick it myself? Like, I don't know. I feel a sense of jealousy seeing a horse just standing there licking salt. Like, I want to do that too, but I can't do that. I want to, like, can I make a salt? Like, I guess you can make sugar crystals. Can you make salt crystals? If I could theoretically make, like, sugar, like sugar candy, could I make salt candy? Do they work the same? Could I make a giant salt crystal to, like, boil seawater? But what about all the sperm banks in it? Do you know how much fucking... Do you know there are so many animals always trying to get it on? And that does not exclude the ocean. I want my salt to come... That's a little too salty. There's a little bit too much salt in that seawater. You know what I mean? There's more than just salt that's tasting salty in the seawater. And I'd prefer that not. Why it's salty in the first place? Don't tell me that. It just... Yeah. Well, maybe protein. I guess you could make that argument. No, but... But I just, like, is there a reason can I, you know what, I'm Googling it. Can I use a horse salt lick? Are salt licks for horses safe for people? So, okay, so the, like, kept outdoors is irrelevant. But apparently... it comes up as, like... Sometimes it, like, the same thing. Like, it doesn't quite have all that, hey, we need to remove all of this because it's for a giant, big, fuck-off animal. And so it's okay if a little bit of something that gets in that might not necessarily be a safe amount of something for a human-sized. But, I mean, I'm gonna lick it, like, once or twice a day. Like, I really want to lick a salt lick. They just look good. Because I know you're not meant to lick salt lamps. I get tempted, but I haven't licked it. I got it as a gift, and every now and then I look at it and I'm like, but I never do. I never do. They just look happy. You know what I mean? Like, you look at a horse licking a salt lick and it's like, ah, that could be me. I could tie a salt lick to a pole and go ham on it. Like, I could, but I don't know if it's safe. I mean, it probably isn't, but I could. How much does a salt lick cost? I don't actually know how much they cost. Salt lick. They're like $10 by the looks of it. All I'm saying is $10 in a dream. $10 a dream and dehydration. But that's why you have hydration for. That's why I have water, so that I can keep going at the salt. It'd probably be the most water I've ever drank in my life. If I actually, like, had a salt lick and I was like, okay, but if I lick this, I need to have a glass of water after. That might actually get me to drink water. Anyway, no, I wasn't dying in a ditch. I just wanted to lick salt, apparently. Dip the salt in the water. No, because salt water doesn't sound good. It's different. It has to be a licked amount of salt. It has to be a solid, like, it has to be a block of salt, or it's not the same. It's specifically that tied to a post. I want to stand there with it tied to a post and lick at it. Like, I don't want to hold it even. I want it to be on the post. And I want to stand there and lick it. Do you know what I mean? I'm beginning to think that this might not be a normal thing. I'm beginning to feel like that might be a little weird. Anyway. Empty lot behind this building. An empty lot behind the building? Am I getting jumped? Like, what? Holiday. Because, yeah, the salt water wouldn't be the same. It has to be a solid block. Need the sensation. Yesterday I told you I'd tell you something good. Take the boat and come behind the restaurant. Okay. Oh, wait. I want to upgrade. Okay, I'm not allowed to. Never mind. I tried. It wouldn't let me. Oh, a fish. I was gonna say it feels like it's a bit too much for me myself to manage. That trying to remember like what fish like I need. And also the multiplier. I'll explain so closely. Fuck. First come over to the first section. Okay. Need to have the right environments for their fish. Each section has fish from a different depth. This is where you can grow fish that live at depths of 0 to 50 meters. Each section has limited space, and once the density reaches 100%, no more fish can fit. Of course, you can pay a bit of money to expand them. Each section is equipped with its own camera, so you can look inside. Now come along, I can spy on them. That's my fish. Look at the fish. We can spy on them. It's like an aquarium. Just staring into the water is enough to make you all peaceful inside. I need to pee. All this water is making me need to pee. Even though I went twice before stream. I need to pee again. Because there's too much water. Pepper the fish farm to teach you how to pluck them out so they can be eaten. Pay attention. Fish can be sold, set directly to the butcher of sushi to be used as ingredients, so sold directly. Even if you fail to catch fish because you are so busy exploring, you won't need to worry. I was gonna say it feels like I don't know which one to focus on. Simply catching them will kill a good question. You can farm them by collecting fish eggs. If you capture some fish alive, you'll sometimes get fish eggs. Those eggs will automatically be sent here. Oh, and one more thing. If you have 2 or more of the same fish, they can also multiply. I placed 2 fish each so you can be able to see them. So you should be able to see the results tomorrow. Tongue twister. Try coming back tomorrow. Is there more in that other depth? Get out of my way. Why can't I do the other one? Oh, here's my gift to you! No, it's not a gift. You're giving me a chore, man. It's not a gift. This isn't beautiful. It's a chore. This is a chore. I gotta give the cat food. Speed. What does that do? Does it just make it love me? Do you love me more now? Be my birdie don't love me more. He loves me more now, I think. Not sure. I'm not good when it comes to cats. I saw a thing and I was like, that's smart. But it was like somebody, I saw a thing over it, it was someone and they put like a sheet over a fish tank because they weren't meant to have a fish tank in the apartment. And then they put some things on top and they're like, is this good enough to make it not look like there's a fish tank underneath? It kind of looked like there was a fish tank underneath, I'm not gonna lie. And then in the comments it was like, all you gotta do, put a picture of an old person on it, a few unlit candles, and maybe some other little things, and it looks like a shrine and no one's gonna fucking touch or question it. And it's like that. That is smart though, because if I walked into somewhere, it doesn't matter what I think might be under a sheet. You could like, there could be a fish tank that's not meant to be there. You could have a whole drug set up under there. I don't fucking know, but I wouldn't question. Because that's a shrine, and I'm not fucking with it. You know? Also, the amount of things I see where it's like, hey, I found this thing that very clearly looks like, you know, something you wouldn't touch, right? Even if it's like, not for out of superstition, it's like, that's just someone's religion. Like, you probably just wouldn't touch that and take it home, and then it'll be on Reddit because someone's like, I found this thing and it looks like this, and it's really creepy. What is it? And it's like, why did you touch it? It's like, oh, I found this thing of, like, matted hair. What do you mean? You were at, like, an ocean or anywhere in general in, like, on this planet, and you found a thing with, like, matted hair and stuff in it, and you took it home. Because even, like, if it's just, like, an offering or, like, anything, it's like, I don't know every single practice on this planet. But I'm not taking anything home for chance that it's the one time I find out scientifically that, oh shit, the supernatural's real, and I just invited fucking an actual demonic force into my home. I've got enough to worry about without a demon possession. Like, these cookies that I keep eating, I haven't even finished the big one cookie that I had before. I keep eating it. It's like, why would you touch that? Let alone take it home with you? What the fuck? Because it's like, even in the whole, like, oh, it's not scary or anything, it's like that's probably someone's offering. Someone probably threw it into the ocean and was like, oh, I'm going, like, you know, I wish for, you know, peace. This is, you know, a prayer for someone who's lost, or money, or wealth, or health, or anything at all, right? Even if it's someone's offering in prayer, well, it's not gonna fucking come true while you're holding it in your fucking house, is it? Put it back with it. What the fuck? I know, I see things, and I'm like, no matter what it is, I just live bon appetit. Dude, I know I'm eating a cookie, and I hope that's what you're talking about, but the fact that I was just talking about, like, a matted hair with stuff in it that someone was found at the ocean and took home. And that's why, and then they were posting it on Reddit from their house with this thing of matted hair. Being like, what is it? And it's just the idea of bon appetit. Can you say intestinal blockage? I think insurance covers that. Also, welcome to me. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Sorry for all the gross I don't know, we were just looking at all the ocean-related stuff, and it's just like, oh yeah, that reminds me of the fucking post I saw on Reddit because I need to stop opening it, dude. I open it and then I close it. Usually pretty fast. And then I open Clover Pit. And then I fucking regret opening Clover Pit. Because I opened Clover Pit and then I'm like, oh yeah. I fucking hate this game. I opened Clover Pit and it's like, let's go gambling. fucking hate this game. I'm going for another round, yeah, but like, fuck you, asshole. What do you mean that I haven't even picked up any items that increase the chance of getting 666? What do you mean I got 3 in a fuck-ass row? What the fuck? Where's all my I can't get 3 jackpots in a row, but I can get 3 666s in a fucking row? This shit is... Anyway, I hate that game, and yet I keep opening it. I woke up this morning, and you know what I did? I sat down on the couch and I played Clover Pit, and I was complaining to Jessie about it because I was like, oh, you know, I woke up this morning and it's like, I'm not going to sit on the couch today and play Clover Pit all day. And here I am on the couch playing Clover Pit for several hours, basically. I think it was only a couple of hours, but it's still a couple of hours sitting on my phone. Fuck you, developer. Whoever the fuck... don't count your days. It's very good. It's a very good game. I fucking hate it. But like, why'd you put it on a phone? Because at least when I had to be at my computer, it's like, okay, well, you know, I'd probably rather play fucking Dave the Diver. But like, while it's on my phone, it's like, you know what? My tummy hurts. I'm gonna sit in the bathroom, and die and play, Clover Pit. Why can't I feel my legs anymore? My legs are, you know, my legs are showing no signal. I've got no signal bouncing around in the corners of my fucking legs because I've been sitting down for so long because you just couldn't. I put so many points. The amount of times where I'm like, okay, well, all I've been getting is this, like, one thing, right? It's like, oh, all I've been getting is, fucking clovers. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna get items towards clovers. And then it's like, oh, man, wouldn't it suck if we gave you 500,000 cherries? Or I'll put it all into cherries because it's like, oh, well, I'll get the fruit stuff. Like, I'll get the one that has repeat on it. I'll get the stuff where it keeps upgrading it. I'll get the stuff and I'll get all the stuff and it'll be like, oh, yes, I have built my entire fucking run around fruit. And it has given me fruit consistently the whole time. This is great. This is working out great for me. I just need to get a small amount on this one time. Can you fucking deflate? I just need to get a small amount on this one fucking round so that I can get through and, like, I don't even need a lot. I don't need, like, a jackpot or anything. I just need a little bit. And then it's like, hey, what if we gave you all clovers? What if not a single fucking one of these spins has any fruit in it at all? And it's like, statistically... What the fuck, man? Like, statistically, the other things are like, basically fuck all chance. But somehow, this fucking fruit that has a 50% fucking chance to roll just doesn't turn up. Anyway, that was what I did when upon waking up, I played Clover Pit. I would say that my cortisol levels are... We don't talk about cortisol levels. I want to see the movie Hoppers, but I'm too scared now because, number one, it's a kid's movie and I'd have to go and sit in the theater with the intended target audience, and that's fine. I'm not about to be like, hey, stop. Like, there's already, like, too many things where they're getting removed from, like, third spaces, right? Like, parks feel like they're not maintained. And everything like that. So it's not even a case of, like, get children out of movie theaters. They need somewhere to fucking go. The children being in a children's movie to watch, like, to be in a movie theater to watch a children's movie, I'd say that's fine. That's acceptable. What the fuck, man? I thought you would die in, like, 2 bitch slaps. What the shit? I fucking hate you and I hope you die, but you fucking won't. You piece of shit. You spiteful asshole. Can you tell that I am at peace and I'm a very happy... state of being? Oh, you fucking... Yeah. Oh, look, an emergency exit. And if you look to your right, you'll see an emergency exit. But you, like... What was I talking about? I completely forgot. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Dude, I want, you're talking about crochet. Is that the symbol for my fish fucked? Why was there a little fish and love heart symbol over there? Are they making babies? Oh, wait, no, I caught fish. Maybe it just means that the eggs went over there? I don't know. Also, I will be back because on the talk of shitting oneself, my stomach has started to hurt something fierce. So I will actually be right back. I should be back. Oh, as I said that I should be back, I choked on my spit and nearly killed myself. Oh, I lit a candle after that one. I don't think the smell of lavender spray is going to be enough. No, goddamn. I'm gonna say this, but it's like, it's not gonna follow through, but I really should stop eating stuff that, like, disagrees with me, like cheese and spice, but I'm not gonna stop. But I probably should. My plans later was gochujang chicken. Pray for my plumbing. Anyway, where were we? What were we up to? I don't remember. That's right, I upgraded my depth. Also, can I made Jesse go to the Hyperdome. Which was like, I made him go to the store nearby. But I made him go to the big store. Because that's where the dusk is. Because I bought him a candle from there one time, and then when I signed up for the membership, they'd only cost $10. They gave a $15 voucher so that they can keep stealing my personal information, but I don't care because it smells nice. And I bought a candle, and I was like, oh, it smells like a coffee. That's nice. It was $10. I was going to try and buy one online because it was in the clearance section, but it's so on clearance they don't even list it online anymore. And I looked at it and made him go back and get another one today because it's food safe. It comes in a really cute little jar that's like a little glass. And I can't wait because number one, it smells fucking great, so I get to keep burning it and I don't have to worry about it running out because I have 2 now. And number 2, when it's finished, I get a fancy ice cream glass. And my other plan is I'm going to put Monster in it. And I'm going to have a fucking goblet of Monster. I'm going to put ice and a can of Monster. And I'm going to sip out of my fucking fancy hand-blown glass. Which, by the way, can I say, he almost killed me the other day because I was talking about, oh, my fancy, like, you know, it was the fancy hand-blown glass, and he was like, haha, hand-blown ass. And I was mid-sip of a soft drink, and that shit burnt my nostrils. That's how close it was to coming out my fucking nose and killing me and choking me to death. How dare he not take account on whether I was, like, mid-sip before he spouts that one? That was so rude. Anyway, now I have 2 tiramisu scented candles, and I'm very, very happy. I need to stop having spicy food and cheese. It is really bad. I'm gonna keep doing it. But I do feel like perhaps my body is trying to tell me something. What the fuck? Why didn't it get catch? It looked like it was gonna catch. What are these hitboxes? What are these hitboxes? Can you imagine being a fish and just being like, you're like, ah! Ah! I'm trying to aim it. Ah, what the fuck, man? Stab, 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 stab. Running out of air. Are you sure? It seems pretty certain, actually. I think it's serious this time. I think it actually is like, hey, would you like to breathe? And it's like, maybe. Honestly, maybe. It might be nice to not suffocate down here. Anyway, I put it in the Discord server that I made for putting like gift ideas in, because both of us are like, hey, what do you want for insert holiday here? And both of us are like, I don't know. I put a screenshot of a salt lick in there, so I hope he gets the point. It says 100% all natural and chemical free, so I should be able to ingest that as a human. I feel like as as a person, I have to be able to ingest if it's all natural and chemical free. Otherwise, how are people supposed to trust it for their horses? But is it, of course, technically, I think that's the intended audience. I got more days before I need more jellyfish. But I do think horses are actually the intended audience on that one. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the horse salt lick might be for horses. God damn it, I really want salt lick. I love working with banks that freely send unencrypted production card numbers over email. My bank scares me. Because I'm not gonna, like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm uncomfortable with that to a degree, but it suits my needs. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm too lazy to fucking shop around at banks and be like, hey, and then try and move money around. I'm just not fucking with that. I'm too lazy. But at the time, most of the money management systems that were around that let you see like a spendable amount and an amount that, you know, this is how much you have and this is how much you actually have, if like you put in your bills and it's like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like, it is automated. I like it because I'm forgetful, so I can't be like, I have $50 and forget about a bill coming out, because I look at my bank account and it's like, you have $0 spendable. So you do have like in your account, there is 50, but you have a bill coming up that is 50, so you don't have any money. Don't spend that money, you dumb bitch. And it's like, oh, damn, you're right. And then at the time, there was the only ones that were really doing that were like the ones we had to hook your bank up into it. And I didn't want to give, like, I didn't want to sign up for like more and more online shit, right? So I was like, I just do one. I just do one. It has all of the features that I want. And, but the downside of it is that it's online only. And that worries me to a degree, because it's just that thing of, it's like, there's nowhere, like, I do have cards, like, it does have physical cards, but I can't walk into a brick and mortar place. If I have like a big problem I'm struggling with, I haven't ever had that. I like that's the other reason why I liked it, is because it was online only. There's no brick and mortar places, so there's no, like, I can't remember what it was, but there was the one time and it's like, hey, I'd like to do this, and it's like, okay, well, you'll have to go into a branch, and it's like, I don't have a license. Now I have to get someone to drive me somewhere to do something that should take like a few moments, I think. But it was like, it's just like, hey, did you make this transaction? Yes. Neat. We'll like reactivate your card for you. Like, that's all it is. It's just like, it even looks like text messages. Oh, guys, can I tell you something I learned? I don't really deal with support systems unless I really have to, and even then I prefer emails over live messages. But did you know, you probably already knew this because I might just be the one out of loop here, but when you are typing a message in like a live chat to, like, you know, they can see that. I doubt it to a degree, because it's like, oh, it's so that we can, like, you know, as somebody who's worked on support lines, yeah, the app lets you see what you're actively typing before you press send, so that I can start a response before you've actually sent it, so I can get to you faster, and so I can respond to more people faster, so I can see what you're typing before you even press send. Now, if that was the case, then why the fuck are they so slow sometimes? What do you mean you knew what I was going to say before I sent it, and I still had to put the phone down and walk away and just make sure my, like, alarms were, like, my alerts were on? Because, like... But anyway, I'm glad that I don't do them much, so I can't think of any. But I have to remember that in the future, so that I don't, because I am guilty occasionally, especially with school assignments. You don't, like, if there was a history that if any of the, like, if there was a history of like, oh, this is what they typed and then they backspaced it and they were actually able to get into that, they would probably see a lot of things that are not exactly in the curriculum. And then this fuck-ass assignment is fucking my ass up and I fucking hate it here and I'm considering jumping off of a cliff instead of completing this. What's the purpose of life? I just want to fucking play a game. I'm hungry and tired. I'm gonna take a nap and come back to this later. And then I backspace all of it and take a nap. Or it's like, and the fuck-ass goes in the dipshit and I fucking hate this. Backspaces all of it. And so anyway, this is actually how social media can sometimes help with creating like, but apparently there's a chat equivalent of that, but they can actually see. So everyone being like, my fuck-ass internet isn't working, you dipshit. What the fuck do you mean you don't know? Backspace all of it. My connection still isn't working. Would you happen to understand, like, would you happen to know when it would come back up? But they can see the, like, the wall of, unless you're the kind of person that would send it. I wouldn't. I know no one's getting paid enough to deal with anybody's shit. But, I don't know, that was just one of those things where it was like, what do you mean they can see what I'm typing? They can see all my spelling mistakes? What do you mean they can see all my fucking spelling mistakes? Sometimes it's really hard to spell restaurant and business, dude. Sometimes you gotta look shit up. Sometimes it ain't easy. It should be. But sometimes it just ain't. Anyway, I don't know, that's stuck with me since I saw that it depends. It does depend on the software, but it's like, that in general, that's a possibility. That's horrifying. Thankfully, I always try and be as nice as I can because I never know, no matter how irritated I am, you just never know who they were talking to before you. And it's like, I don't want to be the umpteenth person that jumps on for the day and is like, you dumbass bitch. Do you even know how to do your job properly? It's like, they've probably already been hearing this all day. I don't need to add. I'd rather just be the easy, like, hey, can you fix this? Can you put me onto someone who can? Which one I was? Scadfish. I know I literally made a point of, like, I want to try new foods. And I don't want to stay within comfort zones because there's so many things that taste tasty but might not be great. Like, might not be, like, no, they might not seem it at first if you've got, like, you know, a canned spaghetti kind of taste bud. But there's still some of these where it's just like, I don't know if I could eat scudfish. You know what I mean? That just sounds weird. If I accidentally charged you double, sorry. Dude, they did that one time. I spit you the fuck not. Trying to get a new phone plan because I'd broken my phone. And so I was like, look, I can't afford a new phone outright. I had this one for years. I'm just going to treat myself, right? I'm just going to treat myself into going into debt. It's just what you do sometimes. Anyway, I thought I would treat myself by going into debt. And somehow the system errored upon placing the order. And we called and we tried to get it fixed. And upon fixing it, they just placed a new order without even canceling the old one. So now there was just 2 orders for the same phone. And it's like, what? So then we had to, like, go in store because it's like, hey, I don't want 2 phones. Like, I'm irresponsible. I'm not order 2 phones on a phone plan for 1 person irresponsible. You know what I mean? How do I pull this? 20% froth. Good enough. That was like, I don't think that was 20%, but I'm gonna call it the same. Oh shit, they were out of the... babe. Oops. Yikes. It's still weird to me seeing other money systems, though. I feel like ours is not bad. I feel like I see some things, and it's like, I feel like Oz's isn't horrible compared to, like, across the ocean sometimes, from when I see things. Obviously, what I see online is not how it is to actually live. Because... Oh, and I, like, as someone on the same thing, but not, is that I don't think I've ever had it. But maybe I've had, and it's just under a different name. But it's like, for an example, something I always see a lot when people are ordering sandwiches on shows or in videos or, like, you know, such and such on rye. I feel like that's said commonly, like a pastrami on rye, a tuna on rye. And it makes my brain go, rye. Maybe I like rye bread. No, the fuck you wouldn't like rye bread. You don't like whole grain or multigrain or anything more than just white sandwich bread and white bread. No, you would not like rye. You don't even like sourdough. Why the fuck would you like rye? But if it doesn't sound good, does it not? Like a pastrami on rye, that sounds yummy. I don't think I would fucking like it though. I'd probably order it out of curiosity. But, yeah. I mark them with hearts if the fish have multiplied. Speaking of eggs, I'm reminded of my son, who I haven't seen in a long time. The windy rainy day went too far out of my ship and the storm flipped my ship over. I haven't been... What the fuck does it like... Oh man, the talking about eggs makes me think about my son who was lost at sea. I know they're fish eggs, but it's still just a weird thing. It's like, man... Breeding these fish makes me think of my son who died in the ocean. Or like, I don't know if he died, but you know, same thing. If you have two more fish the same, there's a chance of baby fish to be born. I don't know if I understand how this works. So that's all that's in there. And as long as, so I can take one of these out. I can take one of those out, and then as long as, if I catch like extras, they'll stay in there. And then I can take, as long as there's two, they'll have babies. So I just need to catch fish, they go in there, and then the fish will babies. And then this guy will cry over his son because the fish babies make him think of his son, who's probably dead by the sounds of it, unless I misunderstood. I never remember what's on the eco thing. I guess I'd probably just collect everything and just do it passively is probably the best way to go about it. I want to upgrade the harpoon gun so that it's easier to get the fishies. So I need to catch fish. Fish. Fuck. Fish. Fish. No. Fish. I don't need these ones. There's enough of those ones to breed though. Fish. I need to catch enough amount so that it tries to do, and then they breed. The fish are breedable. Fish are weird, man. I hate fish. I like eating them. They can be yummy. Fish can be rather tasty. I don't trust fish out though. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't trust fish at places that don't do fish. I feel like fish is too easy to fuck up. So, like, I don't trust McDonald's with fish, for example. And it's like, yeah, I've had a filet-o-fish before. So it's not like I've never had fish, but it's just... one of those things where it's like, I only get it when it's like on a deep discount, and it's like, yeah, you can have this burger for like $1. Because otherwise, it's how do I get urchins? Am I gonna have to Google this? Because every time I pick it up, it's just like my gloves can't handle this. And it's like, well, how do I upgrade my gloves? What is the process to unlock this? I don't quite understand how urchins work. I wish to capture them. I need a weapon that isn't a net gun. Well, that's just the shock harpoon again. I don't like the shock harpoon again, actually. Why did I grab it? I don't like the mini game that's there for it. Because it makes you wiggle the stick, and I don't like doing that. I'd much rather- I like the fire one where it's just 2 buttons. I just have to remember where the buttons are because my brain forgets, and then I look at my controller and it's like, oh right. Nintendo. It's not the same. Aha, gotcha. I love this controller, man. It can take an absolute beating and it's still working. That's so good. I feel like almost anything else would have given up by now. But not this one. This one is staying strong. Die! 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 Eee! I need to go to the deep depths, don't I? Think. Why are tiny fish so tiny? Why are you small? This should be not allowed. Why are you small? It makes it hard to aim for. I could take a beaver to work. That should be, I feel like everything except my fucking stand mixer. I still haven't gotten a replacement stand mixer. Also, fun story time. It's not really. It's not really. It's not fun or nor a story time. I don't know why I said that. But I went to the store. I guess it's kind of a story. I don't know what the fuck I'm on about. But I went to the store to get the candle, right? The one that I wanted a second one of today. And I went to the store to get the candle, and while we're at check, I'm like, oh yeah! So I don't have to, like, get matches, because then I have to deal with the matches, and I can't just put them down. I can't light a candle and then stay on the couch. I have to then get up and, like... I fucking threw my controller. I didn't hold it steady enough. And I fucking started crying on my desk. But it's like, I'll get an electric, lighter. Like, they just tase it every time I use it. I'm like, shoot her! Shoot her! Every time I light the candle now. And then it smells nice, like coffee. Yay! But it does feel like I am, fucking tasering a dinosaur. And it is funny to me, the humor is not lost, that we were in Aldi, and Aldi had their special buys. And in the special buys was I think a mandolin, right? I think that's what they're called, where it's like the slicer, and you drag it back and forth over the blade. And I was like, man, I kind of want one of those. And he was like, I don't know if I trust you with one of those. And it's like, what are you talking about? I'm in the kitchen all the time. And he's like, yeah. And do you know how many times I hear ow coming from the kitchen? I don't know if I want, like, if I trust you with that entirely. Which is silly. And I realized he might have a point, because I bought this electric lighter, or the candle taser. And upon getting it, I was like wondering like, oh, how does it work? And I was like, you know, we're in the car driving home, and I didn't know which way it's like got a button on it and then you slide it, and I didn't know which way it was meant to slide. And I did almost slide the end that's meant to go onto the candle to light it up straight into my fucking palm. I missed my palm, which maintains my point of like, well, I have all my fingers, don't I? So like, I can be trusted with sharp blades. But at the same time, like, I did get something that was not even like that dangerous, and still almost put it straight into my hand. So he could have a point, but I'm not sure. It's up in the air. I'm thinking about it. I still want one. They look useful. Like, I think I'd be able to use it, you know what I mean? I didn't even want that, but I guess I'll take it. I'm too fat. I'm fat. No, I'm too chunky. Leave me alone. I'm too chunky for this. I didn't even get the fish I was aiming for. Where's the air at? Where's the exit? I would like to exit the ocean, please. Oh, okay, well, this way's the exit now. I've decided that this is probably the correct way to go. The currents have decided for me. What do you mean there's another one? Actually, children's side. Those are more dangerous, though. Because it's like, most of the times it comes from me, like, not sharpening the knife, and then it leads to me trying to saw at it, because it's like, well, I need to cut this, and it's not cutting, so I have to do a sawing action. And that's where the trouble lies. If I sharpen it, it's fine. Either that or I burn. It's more burning, actually. And that one, you can't, like, comment on too much, because my way of checking if the pan is hot or not usually involves touching it. Like, the amount of times I've held my hand over the pan, and it's changed now because I got, like, a stainless steel, so now I just flick water at it, and it's like, oh, it's bouncy, it's probably around hot enough. Oh no, I already got a plastic chopping board. I would not. We're getting our daily dose of plastic. Don't you worry. I'm getting us our macro plastics. It's all about hitting your macros and plastics. I'm making sure to put those in the meals. I'm not missing out on that one. Up to date. I don't know if I'm meant to sell anything. I just have tooth. Oh. Maybe I have to catch it alive, because I could have sworn I did that. It said Barbie doll, nowadays life in plastic is fantastic. Exactly. I was going to finish that sentence, and then I was like, maybe not that. I think that's called public indecency. I don't think I should advocate for that. That might come across as, like, you know, an endorsement. I was like, no. Maybe don't undress everywhere. Keep that at home. Here I go, back in the hole again. Back in my fucking hole. I just want... I don't know what I want, actually, never mind. I don't know how to finish that sentence. Well, that's a bit rude of you. Pull it in! Ow, I missed. Ah, fuck! Stop it. Bad fish. Bad fish. Get knifed. Get knifed. Knifed. Bad fish get knives. I dress because I have 2 porta-foot clothes. That's when you buy a sack of potatoes, and the sack of potatoes will have fancy cloth on it so that you can fashion yourself a nice dress from the cloth on the potatoes and flowers. Dude, I wish we still did shit like that. I wish that was still a bigger thing, like being like, yeah, this can be reused, but it's not as good as plastic, so I guess that's what we get. Yay! I'm addressing everywhere. But I'm back in my whole fishing. I'm fishing in my hole. I don't think that helps. I'm gonna be real. I don't think me justifying being in the hole because I'm fishing in it, I don't know if that's the defense that I think it was. Up for debate. Come here, fishy. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Oh, fine, you might come here, fishy. I don't even want the cuttlefish. I want the fish. Okay. Okay, it's fish. I'm gonna get some kind of fucking arthritis in my fingers from trying to tap this shit all the time. I don't have a gun, I have a net gun. Stop squicking everywhere. Holy shit. He's squidding on it. Holy shit, he's squidding on it. He's squidding everywhere. Ah, fuck. Oh, I almost missed it, but I got it. I've caught 300 fish! Truly a brilliant achievement. I don't know if I can play this game anymore, I'm done. I don't know where I'm meant to go. I wasn't paying enough attention. I know I'm meant to go... I know I meant to go deeper. But I wasn't paying enough attention to where the deeper actually is. It's just deeper. I wasn't listening. It's getting chilly. I'm gonna turn the air conditioner. Actually getting, like, to temperatures where I don't have to have it on 24/7 or die. It's nice. Also, did you know that the other day, apparently, my partner and my brother went for a drive and they passed a place that was selling cheap bananas and they didn't get any. Can you believe that? Like, what the fuck, man? Who sees cheap bananas and doesn't buy them? Do you not like banana bread, man? Fucking banana bread. I could have made banana bread, but no. I can't make banana bread. Get caught. Missed. No. Come back. No, come back. Stop swimming away from me. Okay, that one was me missing, but like... No! Stop swimming away! What the fuck? Oh! Okay, you just die. I'm just stabbing you until you die then. Come here. If you don't want to get harpooned, you should... Come here! Fuck it! What is wrong with this fish? Okay, that was me missing again, probably, but I refuse to admit my mistakes. 3-tooth puffer. You only got 3. Where the rest of your teeth at? Where are the rest of them? I only have 3. Oh, they buy grapes. But I like grapes, but I like banana bread or banana muffins, but you know, banana in a baked good is hella nice. I do like grapes too, though. But it's like I would have had banana bread, but no, because we didn't get bananas. Am I not pressing? Oh, that's left trigger, not right trigger. My bad. Ow! Stop it! Disappear. Yay! I upgraded enough to be able to go to this step now. Why is it giving me resources? It's giving me resources. It's just a dying bitch. We good. Fruit and veg in general should probably eat less carbs. I've been trying to eat in general, but like again, less food that goes in the microwave. I've been trying to eat Chef Mike a little less. So like again, I've been making my own bread recently. I was trying to eat basically the same foods, but how can I just make them instead of buying like pre-made meals, because I got too lazy to cook for a little bit. I say too lazy, but I feel like it's more of a motivation thing where it's just like, look, if there's not something easy for me to grab and eat instantly, I'll just starve. So, it is what it is, you know? Banana pancakes is another one though. See, baked banana goods are good though. No way we get takeout, it doesn't mean it's healthy though. Yeah, that is true. I feel like there gets to a point in cooking where you start to get less afraid of butter. And you're like, man, I can actually add a hell of a lot of butter before it starts to get too oily to the point where you notice. But it tastes so good. Count as easy to grab. I like instant noodles. I say instant noodles because I feel like ramen is like when I think of ramen, I think specifically of like in bowl with broth noodles, like that, like what. But I feel like the like home brand Cole's chicken noodles, not even cooked, like you just shake the packet, the seasoning packet on it, and call it a day. I feel like that doesn't count. That's just 2-minute noodles that took not even 2 minutes because if you didn't cook them. But I usually end up cooking mine and then I end up adding things like eggs or cheese or meats or anything else. And then it's like, oh, pork belly. Pork belly goes good with a lot of things. Rotisserie chicken. I've been buying... I actually need to make sure I end stream on time. Because I need to make sure I get off with enough time to do that. But I need to break down the chicken because I've been buying whole chickens instead of bits of chicken. So instead of buying like chicken breast, I've been buying a whole chicken because it's almost the same price kiloage. But in that case, I get two breasts and 2 thighs. And then even though I don't eat it, it can sit in the freezer and then maybe I'll eat it. But I also get things like drumsticks and wings if I so choose to maybe try and eat them at some point. Probably won't. I don't like drumsticks or wings. I don't like eating meat off of the bone. It's just not for me. I prefer my shit boneless. So I usually only eat like the breast and the thigh. But rotisserie chickens are actually more expensive. It's kind of weird because I was looking at it and it's like everyone's like, yeah, buy rotisserie chickens because they end up being cheaper than whole chickens. And then you pull them apart and you shred them. And then they last in the fridge for a few days. And then you can make chicken sandwiches and, you know, chicken wraps or put it in soups or in, you know, noodles, pastas. Just chuck rotisserie chicken in it. And then it's pre-cooked and it's easy and it's like simple, but it's like that's actually more expensive. Like for a whole chicken in the cold section, it's like $8. But if I want a rotisserie chicken, it's like $12. And it's like, why would I not just buy a chicken and break it down? I'll do making enchilada, chicken curry, and freeze whatever's left to make a sandwich. I throw it out. I know it's a waste. But I tried making chicken stock one time, but I didn't have any room in the freezer, so I had to throw it out 2 days later anyway, and it was like a whole lot of time that I had the stinky chicken juice cooking, and I didn't even use it. And then I haven't been making a lot of things at the moment that use chicken stock, so I would have to go in the freezer, and I don't have room in my freezer because I already have like a whole bunch of random shit in there that I haven't eaten. Because I chuck it in the freezer in case I'll eat it, and then I never do. Like the drumsticks and the wings that I never eat, because I don't like eating meat off of the bone. Fish. I feel like you could eat the lower half, and it would it still taste like fish? They're saying something I can't tell what they're saying. I'll have to call the to think the sea people were real is simply incredible. They're saying something, but I can't understand them. I think analyzing the patterns might allow us to translate. Come back up to the boat for now. I'll try and think of a way to translate. What do you mean I went down all that way and then it's like, oh, I guess there's nothing we can do. Come back. What do you mean? What do you mean I went all that way and now it's like, yeah, I guess go home. What do you mean? Throw the smaller prices the cards of pot water, make chicken, sweet corn soup. There's a small part left behind, but I like my money's worth. I am the kind of person where I've had to get out of it because, like, to a degree, there's like wasting money, and then there's the acceptance of like a silly example would somewhat be, Jesus fuck, I can't get far enough. Okay, cool. Although I can't even get far enough away that it doesn't just hit the wall and explode. I think I could instantly kill it. If I'm like shooting a harpoon so strong that it's gonna just fucking peg it to a wall, then I should just instantly stun it and kill it. But yeah, I had for a long period of time, I had the whole, oh, I need to make sure I'm, not that there's anything wrong with it, but it's just that I need to make sure I'm getting my money's worth. And so I would eat until I didn't feel, like I would eat until I felt unwell because otherwise that's wasteful. Or I couldn't throw anything out, even if it was past the expiry, because it's like, oh, I don't want to waste it. Even though I'm not fucking eating it. But I don't want to waste it, because that's wasteful. And, or I wouldn't do things because it's like, oh, but yeah, I might enjoy it, but do I know if I'll, like video games, by the way, it's like, oh, I might play it, but I don't know if I'll finish the whole thing. Or yeah, I might have fun doing it, but do I know if I'll use every single bit of it, or if it'll be a waste? I feel like there's a middle ground. Because I got to the point where I almost stopped buying whole chickens and breaking them down because it's like, well, I never end up using the bones or the other parts, so I may as well just not. And it's like, no, it actually, even if I throw out the bones and the thigh, like the drumsticks, hey, stop doing that. Even if I throw out it was around here somewhere, the exit, yay. Even if I throw out the drumsticks and the wings, if all I keep is the deboned thighs and the breast, that's still cheaper than just buying breast. And a lot of the time it's better too, because when you get the individual pieces, they tend to be more woody in my experience. They tend to have more of that like string chicken. And string cheese is great. String chicken, not so much. But also, I'm not a big fan of the smell of breaking down the chicken stock. I tried one time. It was stinky. And it looked gross. I'm gonna stick to powder that tastes like essence of chicken. And half the time doesn't even have chicken. Dude, I have a complaint. I can't find chicken salt that I like. because the branded chicken salt that was a go-to for so long, tell me how the fuck you take chicken salt and make it vegan and MSG free. It's chicken salt. Where's the flavor if you've made it vegan and MSG free? I feel like that's a different product at that point. Like, you can't try and market this to me like it's, yeah, put it on your chippies. Like, no, I want chicken salt. The last chicken salt I had that I really liked didn't even have chicken salt in it, but it did have beef fat in it. And it's like close enough. That shit was good though. The last time I bought that one, it's like, it did not taste that good. It was very, very bland. It was like nothing. But it's like, fake meat is very bad for you. You know what I don't get? I do understand, but I also don't get. There are so many foods that you can tweak that don't necessarily have to have meat in them. And that if you go to the effort of doing things yourself, that you can try and make, like, because yeah, the thing I don't get about it is that what's the point? Because, like, I do get it to a degree, but I don't understand the point of trying to make, yeah, it's just like meat, but it's not. Like, I would much rather, not that it's much healthier, but the problem with that one was I think they used the same fryer. But, like, I feel like, again, if you were just doing it at home, you can change it to make it different. But at one point, there was a veggie patty at McDonald's. And it wasn't trying to be meat at all. It wasn't trying to be, like, Beyond Meat or Impossibles or anything else. It wasn't trying to be just like meat. It was like a mashed potato filled with vegetables shaped into a patty and fried. And then you put that on bread with your toppings. They couldn't be called vegan because they put it in the same fryer as the other stuff, like as the chicken burgers. So it itself didn't have any meat in it, but it was fried with meat products. So, but it wasn't trying to like, but like, that's what I mean. Is it's like, I don't want to eat. I've had so many foods that are so tasty and they're not trying to be an alternative. They just are by default. You can remove the meat and it's fine. Like, the pasta that I plan to make for dinner is one. It has chicken in it. But if you don't want to eat chicken, just take the chicken out and look for the things in it that might not be vegan and change them. Like, if you're vegetarian, you wouldn't have to change much. You just take the meat out. But obviously, my version has cream and stuff in it, so just find something that is cream-like to make it creamy. Use something else that isn't cow's cream to make it creamy. And there's one, and you don't really have to put any fake meat in it to make it better. And I don't understand why that isn't a big thing, I guess. I don't know. I see lots and lots of like, yeah, here's how to replace meat. And it's like, no, I'd rather recipes that just don't have meat by default or don't need them. The home-sourced cream? I mean, technically you couldn't you? Like, I think technically you can be vegan and eat eggs if it's your own chickens. If it's your own chickens and you know they're treated well because you fucking treated them well, then I think you're allowed to eat those eggs. It's just that it's against the cruelty products, I think. I don't know. I don't know the things. I'm not either. But it's like, I feel like it's like a lot of things. I feel like you don't need to box it. You can just be like, yeah, I try to eat less meat, or I try to eat, you know, whatever. But it's just, I don't know. It's always been weird to me when it's just like, yeah, these burgers are just like meat. And it's like, number one, no, they're not. it tastes like you put beans in it and tried to shape beans into tasting just like meat. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's not good, and it's not meat. And you know what I would 1000% prefer? The fucking veggie patty that you don't try and make taste like meat, and it's just mashed potato with veggies deep fried. That's fucking good, man. It's so tasty. But no, they don't do the veggie patties. They just do the it tastes just like meat. I don't even know if they do the it tastes just like meat anymore. I don't know. It's always just been weird to me that there was like, and then anytime it's just like, yeah, it's vegan, and then insert meat product here. It's like, no, it's not. It's a lie. And I understand it's like wanting to have things that you can't have anymore. If you're like, yeah, I really wanted bacon, but I don't eat bacon anymore, then I can still have bacon. And it's like, well, no, but it's not bacon, is it? It doesn't taste anything like bacon, and it barely looks anything like bacon. I feel like there's probably something else you can think of that's like, I don't know. I will say, I don't know who buys them. Every time I am at a Woolies or anything, they always seem to be full stock, and they always seem to be on clearance. Like, every single time, all of the stuff that's like, like I say pretending, but like trying to be meat, or as a meat alternative, is always full stock and always on clearance. And I feel like anybody who's actually would just have gone, huh, I can just either not put meat in it, or there's a way better alternative. I don't know. It is for who it's for, and I don't know who it's for, because I think they like the taste of leather. Despite not, you know, because it tastes like what I imagine biting a leather car seat, sweat and all. Every time I've had it. Like I said, vegetarian veganism is generally on the decline these days. I feel like it's just one of those things where I try to eat less meat, but that's just because I'm trying to eat more veggies by default. And in general, everything, I'm trying to eat less of everything except those cookies. But god damn it, I keep thinking about them. I need to stop. I need self-control. Why did I make cookies? But also, why did I make cookies if not to eat them? They are yummy though. It wouldn't matter if we were talking about stories, but these are living sea people. Poachers are bound to show up. They'll start hunting the sea people, since that will be a way to get a lot of attention. How about we make a translator to analyze the sound waves and figure out what they're saying? I think they have something to tell us. We'll first need a sea people stone tablet with their writing on it, as well as a microphone and an amethyst. If I'm guessing right, the microphone should be below the sunken ship, and the stone tablet is likely to be in their record chamber. I hear you can mine amethyst at 100 meters deep. I already have amethyst, so record chamber and ship. Record chamber, record chamber, and ship. Main things I need to remember. Record chamber and ship. Introduce myself, a reporter for the magazine Weekly Fish. The name is Udo. I've seen the magazine too. It covers unique fish species. Oh, you have? That's right. I've heard the blue hole is a variety of species. Dude, they keep adding more stuff. I don't know what to keep track of anymore. I know they have a tracker for it, but it's like, why is there so many people? I love to take pictures of myself in a magazine, but unfortunately I can't take me pictures. A nice camera. No expert in photography. I'm not sure if I'm good enough. Don't worry. If you're a reader of Weekly Fish, you will get a feel for what kind of... I don't read. What the fuck? I don't want to read. This is already too much reading. Reading the dialogue's already too much. Take pictures of the locations at a photo spot. Okay, so just when there's a photo spot, I'm assuming I can take a picture. And then there's more people I can hire there. Okay! There's so much in this game. How do you keep track? I know it gives you. How do you... Fish are gooby, man. I don't even know. Fish real. I don't even know if fish are real. I feel like fish are not even real, because that can't be real. Half the time I look at fish, it's like, you're not even real. No, see, that's what I mean. I don't even believe in birds. I have one, but I don't know if I trust him. It's a bit weenie. I wouldn't trust him go to battle for me. You know what I mean? He is very, very weenie. Like, he was happily playing in front of the mirror, and then he saw a bird fly past the window, and then he was like, oh no, gotta go like skinny, I gotta be scared. It's like, do you not know how glass works? See, I wish I could look cool and skilled while trying to cook, but instead it actually looks like screaming, sweating, crying, and the multiple owl sounds. There will be swearing involved, likely. It's just how it is, you know? I used to think all of the, like, you know, all the cooking in TV shows was exaggerated and played up. But it is actually more shocking to me how accurate it is. It's like, I don't even think they have to put too much pressure, because literally all it takes is for two things to be ready at the same time, and I'm ready to quit. To just throw everything out and be like, fuck it, I'm buying takeaway. And I feel, like, that's probably not the best thing. The fact that that's how I feel so fast when cooking, but you know, what are you gonna do? That's just how it is. Feel like I probably should save that a little bit. I don't know what to put on the menu. I don't know what goes on the menu. I really need to pay more attention. Is it worth putting things that only have like two? You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna put things even if there's only 2 or 3. I don't know if I'm meant to be saving anything, or if it's like, yeah, just throw it all on the menu and see how it goes. I know I'm saving this and the ingredients for that so that I can make it when the jellyfish event's on. And that's the only thing I know. Past that, I'm confused all the time. I keep forgetting there's an ingredient page. I usually open it and then close it and go, that's for later. That's for later me to figure out. You need, Because what are you even good at? Like, neither one of them is much better than the other. I was gonna say probably, I'll just train them one time, that'll work. Because I was like, they kind of suck at everything. Wait, do I want charismatic people up on the floor? Oh, you suck at everything. I wasn't even paying attention. It's like, man. Oh, you can clean? Yeah. Yes, I sure think consumption. That's because it's so unfair. That's still just an unfair scenario. You know what I mean? Like, that they didn't need to do all that. They could have just, like, They didn't need to, like, set it. There was plenty of other heartbreaks. They didn't need to do that. I think that they had crammed enough trauma that they didn't need to add any extra. They could have gotten away with what they just had. I'm gonna put this while I'm here. Maybe. Oh, Oh, it's fine. I thought I was allowed to spill it. Put that in, and then so they keep cooking, because otherwise they run out. I don't know how to do that. I kind of just spam it. Oh, you need a beer? I don't know how to do beer. Oh my god, it's at the other end of the bar! Why do I keep picking up the ones at the other end of the bar? Ooh! I don't know if that's... Oh! I was gonna clean that. Oh man, I ran out of sushi. Oh, and I ran out of stamina. Can I... I don't think it mattered. I think I was too late. How do I make it 20% froth? How do I do it? I don't know what that means. What does that even mean? What is... I don't understand what the froth means. How do I get more or less? Am I meant to over pour? Like pour it until it's overflowing? I don't understand. Why do I keep losing score? Even though every number goes up, it'd be like, yeah, all number go up. And then it's like, yeah, but you suck. And it's like, why do I suck? Where? Show me on paper the moment where I suck. Because I look pretty fucking cool to me. I'll probably have to make this one my last day. Because like I said, I have to... I have to... make chicken. Because I was meant to do it when I woke up. But I kind of didn't want to wake up and then just be like, I'm going to rip apart a chicken. I kind of wanted a little bit more time on this planet before I was like, and time to rip into the chicken. Break down the flesh. And then eat it with some yummy pasta. And maybe some... I'm thinking of putting kimchi in it. Because I can't see it conflicting. Watch it be like awful and I waste all my time and effort. I doubt it. Hopefully. Okay, so what did I need to do? We need to do microphone. Microphone. Something I should never have been given access to. But yet here we are. Jellyfish! How do I kill them again? I need that. I should have put a better weapon. I needed a better weapon so that I could actually kill them. That's just a lightning harpoon. That's the one I don't even like! Because the only one I've got is a net. Wait, does the net work on them? It does! It does work on them! Yes! I've never got these before? Oh. The hell lazy I am. I thought I fucking got those things before. Not bad. Get stunned! I didn't mean to kill that one! Oh, what the fuck? Wait, how do I catch it? This is- I have not used this before. This is- They keep doing this, man. They keep being like, hey, haha, new minigame. And it's like, what? Okay, finally. Finally. Fish. I don't mind that one. That one also doesn't... That one doesn't feel like it's going to give me arthritis. The other ones feel like they're going to cause me a harm. I mean, even you can understand game logic. You just usually have to know the logic the game's trying to work on. It just so happens I don't know the logic the game's trying to work on. It probably told me and I just, Well, we must admit that every now and then it becomes apparent that perhaps, I'm not exactly... Oh, look! He's squibbing around. It's a squoptbus. I'm going to eat you now. My controller going flat? My controller's going flat. Ugh. Spray with ink. Just wait till I catch you. Here I come. Investigate the strange coral. Come here. Come here. Where'd you go? Holy shit, how are you so fast? What the fuck? Oh, I wasn't meant to eat you. You were leading me somewhere. He's dancing. He's Fortnite emoting on it. I haven't played Fortnite in ages, but I watched the trailer for the new Fortnite season, and I gotta say, I don't think that had anything to do with the new Fortnite season. It was cute. It's just one of those things where usually when you put in the title that it's like, maybe it was mistitled in that sense, but it was like, oh, trailer for, and then it's like, I don't think it is a trailer for anything because it was just like a little skit. Cute, don't get me wrong, but I don't know what it was trying to showcase. You know what I mean? Maybe it's more that there's so many things in there. Maybe some of them even new, and I've just assumed that they've already existed in there forever. Like, how am I supposed to know what they've added? And who's been in there since day one, you know? Oh, it took a moment for it to power. I was like, power? Where isn't it powered? This is the one part of the game where my brain's like, I could see if I can just pick up my mouse and it works better. It gives me too much anxiety. I feel like it's going to zap me if I go out of the light. Oops. I thought you were going to keep going. Why didn't you do that? Why did you stop like that? You don't keep a very consistent rhythm. You need to be better at that. Good. Yeah, that's fair. I could have been better. No, I wanted to go get the shell in the oxygen tank. I didn't want to go to a new region. It's bullying me. What's that? I guess it gave me oxygen anyway. It's a wielding tool. Well, I do wield it, so that does seem correct. So I got a new bracelet, but I still don't have a microphone. How am I going to start my podcast now? Like, how am I think I need to start a podcast. I don't have anything to talk about, and I think that that's actually the perfect time to start a podcast, is when I have nothing to talk about. I think that all the things I don't have to say, I just need to look professional while I don't say them. And I just pretend that I'm saying profound things. I think I could do that. I say, well, I actually really enjoy podcasts sometimes. Only a couple of them, though, that I really watch. I mainly watch Creepcast. I used to fall asleep to Creepcast. The music that they used in the background was peaceful. What the fuck is... Oh! Is anybody else seeing that boy there? I don't have a gun. I'm not fighting that shit. Not unless you give me some fucking... It better be fully automatic. What the fuck is he? Why is he a bully? Probably pay well, though. Not gonna lie. Could probably get me money, though. But I don't have any weaponaries because I didn't expect to encounter the... I've seen the tail of it a few times. I thought it was a whale. I thought it was a whale shark for some reason, so I never thought it would be an actual shark. Me lighting my candle. That's what it feels like lighting my candle. And then trying not to accidentally push it the wrong way and put the electric part into my palm. Anyway, I think I can be trusted. I think I can be trusted with sharp blades. Wait, where was I going? I don't think this is where I was meant to be. I think I was meant to be much higher than this. I think I was meant to be at the record cave. Where's the record cave at? Where's the cave with the records? I think, was the ship around the currents? Oh wait, I need this. I like how they scoot away like that. It's kind of cute. Zap. Ah, zap. Zap. No, it should have worked. Zap. 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 Can I catch this one? Yeah. I'm constantly... Nah, I'm better off... I actually don't know now. Where's the record chamber? Where's the chamber of records at? I don't know where it is at because I wasn't paying enough attention. Where do we keep our records? So that I may go where I'm meant to go. Is this a record? That doesn't look like a record cave to me, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think any of this looks like a record cave. Does any of this ring a bell? I think I just went in a circle. Yeah, that's a circle. Yeah, that's just a fucking circle. Stop inking. I just wanted to find... I don't even want to catch you. You wish I wanted to catch you. How do you remember where you were and where you're going? How do people do that? Because I have no fucking clue where I am. You'd think after playing games, just every now and then, I'd pick up a knack for navigating without maps. Because yeah, it changes every... Oh, the record cave! Oh my god! I think this might be it. But I am almost full on weight. But that's okay, because as long as I get one of the things that I was meant to do, I think this is what I needed. And I could have told you the first time I- Oh wait, no, that's not what I needed. Never mind. I'm actually stupid. Never mind. Why is it so fucking heavy? Oh, I'm gonna discard so much stuff. Actually, I don't even need that much glass. But it's like, I thought it was that I needed, and I was about to be all smart-ass and be like, I could have told you the first time I came in here that was something I would probably need to grab, and it's like, wait, never mind. That actually isn't a key item I need to grab yet. I was a bit rude. I got ahead of myself there. My apologies. Damn it. It's okay if I get a little bit overweight on fish because I intend to leave right there, so I don't need to worry about oxygen or weight as long as I'm literally about to leave. Yeah, I'm lazy. I want to go... I kind of want to... I really should, but I kind of want to take a nap. I kind of want to have a nap before I make my chicken pasta. I don't need to put chicken in it. I could be even lazier. Oh, I got jellyfish roe. You can get jellyfish roe? Do jellyfish even lay eggs? How do jellyfish even breed? Now I think about it. I don't think I've ever thought about it. Chasing down a mischievous octopus. Octopus sprays dash short distances with left stick. No oxygen is used, but the gauge needs to refill again for the ability to be used. Oh, so I get a dash that doesn't require oxygen. That's pretty neat. Oh, it's in the afternoon? Man, I feel the dives in this keep getting longer and longer. They keep getting literally, it's basically the days. How are they managing to cram more day in per day? That is fascinating. They literally, they have discovered a new technology to figure out how to make me work more day per day. Because since time moves in segments and I don't have like hourage, as long as I have enough oxygen, it's afternoon. For as long as I can breathe. If I'm still in the water, it's still afternoon. Whale! It's your mom. It makes the blue hole look smaller. Yeah, well, it's a fucking as big as a whale. Why does this already feel deeper? Where is the boat? I don't know where the boat is. Wait, do I even need that? I think I have those ones on breeding. I think those ones I have making babies. Main thing I want to find is the fucking boat. I'm trying to fucking stop so that I can— there we go. I just need to find the crashed ship. That's the thing now. Nice where we present their tentacles. Yeah, they even present— I thought like that's what octopus could present, but like how does this— a jellyfish? I thought they didn't have control over their tentacles. I thought the most they could do was like pull it up. And that they just drift. Because I thought that was how they, like, hunted. Was they just drift in currents. And, like... maybe I'm thinking of something else, but I could have sworn it was like, yeah, they kind of just drift around and, like, squidge water out a little bit. But for the most part, they're at the mercy of the currents. And they just kind of let the tentacles dangle behind them. And pull it in when it actually catches something. Have I ever asked? No, because they scare me. Because what if it stings me? I don't want to get stung by a jellyfish. I think the peeing is a myth. It better be. Someone out there is probably like vehemently, no, 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 no. You have to pee on it if you get stung by a jellyfish. That person is not to be trusted. This is the boat. Do I go in the boat? And then I think in this boat will be the answer to all of our prayers. In this boat will be a microphone, and then we can start our podcast. And I'm going to talk about— I don't know what I'm going to talk about, and that's how I know it's going to be the perfect podcast. I should go make the Sea People translator now. I should deliver it to Dr. Bacon. Dude, I wish my name was Bacon. That's a much better name. I'd take it for a first or a last, just dead all. Candles smell good. Which is good, because it means I can still smell, because I've had a really runny and blocked nose. Yeah, I'm gonna change my name to be Bacon Bacon. Pancakes, pancakes. Bark at it. Show dominance. Mirror. Or miss. That shows dominance too. That shows that you can miss and you won't give up. Sometimes I wish that humans weren't good at metabolism, because then I could eat more. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm realizing recently that as lazy as I am, one of the few things that I enjoy doing is eating. And even, you know, like sometimes obviously it gets the same thing where it's like, man, I can't even be fucked to make a sandwich. Like, why can't I just have like the equivalent of human kibble, right? Why can't I just have something it's like I pour it in a bowl and there's most of my stuff that I need in the day. But for the most part, I enjoy eating it. I enjoy cooking and then eating what I cooked. Even in time periods where I haven't even, like, been the most, like, yeah, I really want to, like, play games and stuff. Like, I'll still, for the most part, want to eat yummy foods. But I can't take a great joy in it, or a too great a joy, because then you'll eat too much. And don't you dare touch me, you son of a fucking bitch! That's what I thought! Because we evolved and we're like, yeah, you can have like, as long as you have a tiny bit, you can keep going. And it's like, well, but now I want to eat a lot of bit, but I can't eat lot bit because if I eat lot bit, it not do good because I eat too many. Like, why couldn't I be a little bit less efficient so that I could eat a little bit more efficient? Like, you know, I just want to eat and not be like, I don't know, I just think it's unfair. Why are we so efficient? I feel like so many things where it's like, isn't that why humanity is great? Kind of like, well, yeah, we're so smart. We have big brains. Filled with fucking anxiety, dude. And, oh yeah, we're so, like, we're good at going distances and tracking down food. And it's like, yeah, but now I can't eat to my heart's content. What the fuck? Who is putting? We have to make sure we add jellyfish to the menu. Because they want jellyfish. So I need to make sure I put them on the menu. I made sure to put a lot of them. I stored a lot of them. So that should be a lot of it, right? They should enjoy that, right? I think that's all I had, actually. Never mind. I could have sworn I had more! Yeah! I will... But it's introducing even more! Because it's like, if I shop, then I have no monies. Because if I spend all my monies at shop, then I can't spend money on food. And then I have too many items, and then I have to spend money to store item. And it's like, what the hell? Or we make the body a little bit less efficient and I get to just eat. I eat yummy food. Instead of just smelling it from a candle, I could be eating it. Good. But I'm not. Sure, you can be charming. I don't know what that does. I think it means she's better at... I actually don't know. Because I don't have enough for more. And neither of these are suited for cooking. But, fuck it. You can stay behind in the kitchen. That's... I think the... I don't know what appeal changes. Oh, they're going to give me money. I love when they're going to give me money. It's one of my favorite things. I took the furthest ones so that they can be a little bit better at it. God damn, I'll put that. And then I better restock that because that looks like it's about to run out. But I'll do this quickly so that it helps that. And then I gotta be woo wee woo wee woo wee woo wee woo. Don't let it run out. Oh my god, it goes all the way at the end. Why is it always all the way at the end? I don't know how to do 20% froth. What does that even mean? Do I let it overflow? It doesn't pour any more than that. What do you mean bad? I don't know what that means. It makes no sense to me. I don't understand. I have no stamina. Oh no. Why is there so many? Oh, wait for it to be the day where they're all going to be arriving so that I can have my fucking... the time with all the fucking... it'll be all the money because it's a party day. It is so much money though. Holy shit. No, I'm pouring it. I was literally right there, you son of a fucking... Get back here and fight me. I don't know how to pour it. Is that good? Wait, so I need to stop before it's full? I thought I needed to fill it to the brim. Wait, so what do I don't understand. I don't understand. Is this a beer thing? I've never understood the point of like froth to not froth ratio. I guess I've never really had beer. I've only had beer out of a bottle and it tasted like butt, so I just go for like spirits and flavored things. Because to me it's in the same vein as wine that I've had, where it's just like, yeah, that tastes like old socks. But grape flavored old socks. And then beer is like beer flavored old socks. Or like yeasty old socks. Oh shit, I was supposed to hop up. Okay, that's a good point, leave it. I gotta go and make din-dins. It's din-dins time. Everyone wants to talk to me as I'm like, yeah, I'm going to hop up. As I go, well, how, what if I get this? At this point, I realized that paying people back for help received is what a noble master would do. Tell me whenever you're satisfied with your guns. They're fine. It'd be nice if they were stronger there. I guess it's time I stepped into the spotlight, so to speak. I'll help enhance your guns. Talk about imbuing elements like poison or electricity. It's one thing you need to remember, though. Only guns that have been created can be enhanced. I speak at the risk of sounding obvious. Oh, I see. Gun enhancement. That sounds pretty useful. You're a cooler person than I thought. I'm just trying to be the best I can for Leah's Chad. I think I've provided an adequate explanation. It's back to the world of the pixies for me. Goodbye, eternity. So I thought I was missing something. So I was like, I got stuff that says... what does that mean? I don't even know what that means. That's probably a spam email. Truly an artist behind the camera. I do like when animals do that, where they've got such speed within them that you cannot even catch a single frame of their energy. What's new then? Oh, that. Wait. Of course. Oh, wait. Is it leveled it up? I know that one's actually new. I think that's all I need to do besides jumping in the water. Oh, upgrading my shit. I want to upgrade the... Ooh, it looks like a shark now. And then that one. And the rest of it I'll save for upgrading the... training. That's what I'm thinking of. Training the employees. But with that, I'm gonna go make dinner. Where's my mouse? I've lost my mouse. It stopped exit. Found it. I found it. Barracuda. I'm glad that that's working and it's not crashing anything. It should be relatively lightweight. If I couldn't find it when I was trying to... It crashed my computer before. Yeah, it is. It uses just a little bit of CPU, but the thing is that when the CPU on my main computer, on the CPU on the stream laptop, 1% may as well be 100% because that's about the difference between like, yeah, I'm okay and oh my god, fucking hell, I'm going to die. I think I might not be the nicest when it comes to how I treat my stream PC. Yeah, thank you for joining in. Thank you for dropping in, Aim and Discarded Child and everybody. Thank you so much. Oh, big stretch. Gotta snap my fucking spine into place. Holy shit. I'm struggling to see who's live because it's just showing me a bunch of VODs. Like, I thought I was on the homepage, but I wasn't, and I was confused because I'm like, these are not the people who I am following who are live. Thank you for joining, Shadow, and no matter where you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and thank you again, thank you. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Apologies again for being so spotty. Hopefully, I'm not gonna do. I kept promising it towards the beginning of that. Yeah, next week. I'm not gonna do that. I know better now. But maybe not next month, but month after, because later this month should be when Jesse gets his surgery. So hopefully later this month, early next month, and then after that. Hopefully it'll be a stress lifted off and I will be a little bit more out of this funk that I've been feeling. I think that it's one of those, even though it's not directly affecting me, it's in the back of my mind type vibes. Today we will raid Lily. They are playing Dark Souls. I need to play. I want to play another Souls-like, but I want to make sure I'm in the mood, because otherwise I'm going to do the thing where I'm like, yeah, time for the Souls-like game. And then I'm going to start it. And then I'm going to be like, and I'm going. Because I did that for Lies of P. I started playing it off stream. And I made a game, and then I played it for a tiny bit, and I was like, yeah, I'll come back to this tomorrow. And that was like 6 months ago. It'd be like that, though. It'd be like that. Sometimes you just can't help it, you know? So, hopefully the next time I sit down to play it, it will actually stick. Yes, let's get this raid started. Raid message should be there. Thank you again, everybody, for joining and chatting and lurking and everything. I appreciate it so much. I will hopefully see you all again tomorrow. I will probably be playing some Rivals, because new season. I just wanted to vibe for a little bit and get back into it, because I hadn't streamed in like a week. Since... I think actually longer than a week. Never mind, my bad. And I do actually want to stream crochet again at some point, because I can actually do it now. So that would be nice to have like a, you know, just chatting while trying to crochet every now and then, or you know, and then cooking streams. I gotta plan an upcoming cooking stream. But until then, everybody, I have to go and make dinner. I hope you all stay healthy and hydrated. And until next time, make sure to take your meds and buy yourself a little treat. Get yourself that salt lick. And until then, everybody, make sure that you stay safe. And bye-bye.